text that we all got from Roxanne. Something about her house exploded.
Yeah, something about an explosion.
Hang on, I got to figure this out. Welcome, folks. It is the MJ Morning Show. I am MJ with Fester and Froggy. No Roxanne yet. Hold on a minute. Let me go to my texts.
Now, she sent this at 5:45 this morning.
Oh, my God. All right, so... Yeah, I've been in the studio here, and I just have a ton of stuff that I'm kind of getting ready. I'm laying out. Oh, well, here she is.
What the?
What the hell?
I thought you exploded.
I thought your house exploded. I thought you were going to be late.
Are you missing an arm?
No, I have all my appendages. But yeah, there's like a big... Anybody who lives in the West Chase area heard it last night.
Let me read your text. Hold on a minute. All right, so the text that came in from Roxanne 15 minutes ago reads, by the way, by the way, you have an overusage of ellipses, by the way.
I know I do.
How do you start a sentence, by the way?
It's a problem.
Yeah.
What's an ellipsis?
The ellipses.
Oh, yeah.
Not the ellipse in Washington, D.C.
You know how I know that's a problem? Because my daughter, the first words that she said were ... Because she hears me send people text messages. I'll be like, by the way, ... blah, 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 blah. And so Daviana goes, ...
Yeah, your overusage of ... or ellipses. Yeah, Froggy, the ellipses are when you do ... And
that means like thought continuing, I guess?
Yeah, sort of. I guess you could put it that way. And then Roxanne, you use a lot of ... lots of ellipses. And then, by the way, lots of by the ways. All right, here's the deal. Roxanne writes, by the way, there was a huge explosion of some kind in West Chase last night, and there's no power. And my phone didn't charge, so my alarm didn't go off, so I'm running a couple of minutes behind.
A lot of so's.
Hold on. This seems like an awfully elaborate excuse.
That is another thing, by the way.
I knew you were going to say that.
By the way, so...
And by the way, so
we say so way too much. I mean, not necessarily us at the MJ.
I so do.
It's just people in general.
Can you sew my blanket I saw?
Now, does it feel like people are using so a lot more than they used to, like 2 or 3 or 5 years ago? I don't know what's yeah, Andrew.
We could switch back to like.
No.
Oh, that's another one.
No.
Like. But it just seems that people are using the word so like to start sentences.
To start sentences,
exactly.
Yes. It's definitely an
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
What the hell happened in West Chase?
I don't know, but I mean, if you don't believe that, by the way, so text, I have proof because Tico was texting me all throughout the night.
Is your power still out? When you left the house, was your power still off?
No, my power came back on at like 4:30 in the morning.
So you had no power all night?
No power all night.
Well, what do you mean your phone didn't charge? So your phone could have charged for an hour maybe or half an hour.
What time? What do you wake up at 5:30? No, that's around the time that I wake up. So my phone was dead all night.
You just said so. So.
All right. So when you said... Listen, Roxanne says in her text, there was an explosion. Now, when you say an explosion, MJ, I think... Yes. And I scoured all of the news reports and all the websites this morning, and I haven't seen anything about a massive explosion.
Roxanne, I think a transformer just went pow.
Well, can I read?
It wasn't like...
Oh, my God, I just got a news story. West Chase Park exploded.
Yes.
The whole park.
Don't say that. Don't say
An
that.
unknown volcano.
It was obviously a transformer, yeah.
Yeah. One time, MJ made a joke about a mall falling in a sinkhole.
Oh, no, don't do that.
And we had the entire town in a panic.
Do you remember that?
Was it an April Fool's Day joke or something?
No.
I think it was in Lake Wales. There was a sinkhole, right? And MJ goes, yeah, the entire Lake Wales mall fell into the sinkhole. And he said it just like that, kind of joking around. And we kind of went back to it a couple of times. Oh, no, there goes the Champs Sporting Goods. And people called in freaking out.
My wife's shopping there. Is she okay?
The mall.
Well, it was like 7:30 in the morning, so So the mall was not open
So-
just yet.
That's
But,
not
but
fun.
that's when I learned the power of just making these off-the-cuff jokes about real places that exist. So no, nothing blew up last night. And Roxanne's like, there was an explosion. It was a transformer box.
Listen, I'm reading a text thread between Doug and my sister, and Angie's like, "Did you hear that huge boom? A huge explosion rocked West Chase." The power, that's what people in West Chase were perceiving.
It
I'm
was
not
just
saying that
a
it was
transformer. It
We're
was,
being attacked by another neighborhood.
do you
Those sons of bitches from Citrus Park are coming to get us.
town and country attacks?
All right, we have Oldsmar coming in from the south and Deer Park coming in from the north.
We're gonna get those West Chase punks.
Do you know what a transformer looks like?
No.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do. They're those little
Decepticon.
toys.
No, not
Toys.
the toy
They turn
transformer.
into cars.
When
and
you're driving around, what does a transformer look like?
I think it looks like a box
It's like a circular box thing.
Well, there can
Right?
be. And now, where are these transformers located?
in the ground.
Well, I would imagine some might be in the ground.
Mine
Or
are in the sky.
there might be some of those like green painted metal looking boxes but when I think of transformers, I think of the gray cylindrical
Yeah.
items that are up on the utility poles.
Okay.
Those gray round things, those are transformers, and sometimes, those things go,
I got a question.
yeah.
I sat on one of those green boxes that are on the ground
Can
every
you hold on to that thought?
day of my
Yeah,
life.
hold on a minute.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question.
Is that
I don't want to get too late here.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
Hold on to that question, and then also you're debuting a brand new MJ Morning Show game show this morning.
brand new?
All right, hold
Never
on.
before heard.
A brand new Froggy concept, a new game show rolls this morning. So I got to find out what the hell that is. We're pretty busy Friday morning. We're back in a second. Don't move. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Let's talk. but MJ Morning Show. All right, MJ and the crew here rolling up on 6:20. Did you get any texts this morning so far, Roxanne, on your explosive situation in West Chase last night? Anything? Did you get any comments?
I am very disappointed.
Anybody that said, hey, that transformer exploded in my yard? Or
Well, if I had to guess, everybody has dealt with the same issue I did, and their alarms haven't gone off.
how
So no.
much of West Chase had a power problem?
Let me see what my Ticos
All right, hold on.
says.
Do you use your phone as your alarm clock? Is that your primary alarm clock, MJ?
Yes.
I use my phone and my body. I'll wake up naturally, even if the alarm doesn't go off.
Yeah, that is correct. That is my primary alarm clock. That is correct.
When I used to have a wall plug-in alarm clock, it was a big deal when the power would go out.
Sure.
But now that I have a cell phone, even if I have 30%, 20%, it's going to last the night.
Well, I was charging at 1%. When I went to bed, it was at 1%.
Wow.
That's not going to last.
No, it's not good. And in West Chase, do you have your electric underground, or do you have the power poles in the neighborhood where the wires are all overhead?
You're asking me like I observe these
You
things
don't
or
even
pay
know
attention.
that. Really? You don't
No.
even know what's going on in the hood?
I feel like they're in the ground.
Yeah, it's a developed community.
If you're just tuning in, if you're just listening now, Roxanne ran just a little late this morning. We expected you to be a lot later.
No, I
because
just didn't shower. I just got up
Oh.
and brushed my teeth and came to work.
Roxanne said that her power was out because there was a huge explosion in West Chase last night. Hey, weather was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it was.
You know, I'm in South Tampa, and we had some lightning and thunder that was outrageous. We had one, Michelle was out on the lanai, and she was, the dogs were running around, and it started to rain. I mean, extremely heavy rain. And there was a lightning bolt, and there was thunder that I looked out at the precise time, and I thought I saw a giant, like, orange flame, like a street over. And I'm pretty confident that lightning struck within, I think, 150, 200 yards from my house last night, because it was one of those deals where you see the flash and then immediately the boom. So there was like no time delay, and that generally means that storm, that lightning bolt is like right on top of you.
Yeah, that's what that means. If you can't do any one Mississippi's in between, then
Exactly.
that's what it means.
It just seemed extremely close, and I saw like an orangey flash as well on top of the bluish, whitish kind of flash. The video that made all the national news, that family that was driving on I-75 recently, and you had the husband and one of the kids, I think, in an F-150 pickup, and they were ahead, and the mother was in a car behind, and there was thunder and lightning, and she wanted to try to capture some lightning on video, and it turned out that she caught on video her husband's Ford F-150 getting struck by a bolt. I mean, literally, you see the bolt of lightning hit the truck, and it fried the truck. It blew out all the electronics in the truck, and all the circuit boards and chips, apparently, fried like an empanada. And, talk about a bad time to, like, have your vehicle fried by lightning while you're driving down the road with all the supply issues and all of the chip shortages and all that crap, Fester.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the last thing on his mind as electricity is pulsing through his car.
But that was crazy video. Remember, we played the audio. There was also that. Hey, Fester, you got it here? Yeah, click that. All right. Here it is. Listen. Oh, and you see, it's not just the whitish, bluish flash, but you also see the orangey fire flash, and I saw that last night across the way from my house. So I think that we had a lightning strike really, really close. Hey, my house was nearly struck by lightning, I want to say 10 years ago, maybe 12. We had like this crazy, I think it's like a fishtail palm. It's this crazy kind of hybrid looking palm tree. And we had 3 of them in my yard. And one of them, which is right next to my house, right next to the garage was struck because it was folded in half and it was like charred. So that tree got struck, and literally that tree, it was like 3 feet away from my house, the roof to my garage. The tree got it, but that could have easily been a lightning bolt that hit my house, and who the hell knows what would have happened.
No, the worst casualty of the weather last night, I was very busy. I had an event to go to last night. And
Yeah, okay.
at the end of this,
What kind of an event did you have to go to last night?
it was a very highfalutin event.
Yeah, okay.
I
Just
could
cut the
see
crap.
that.
What was the event you went to?
I belong to the Rough Riders, and we had a meeting of the golf committee. So I had to go to the golf committee meeting last night.
That's right. Fester is a Rough Rider, and hey, do you guys wear like the outfit?
We don't
When
wear-
you
we
go to the meeting, do you wear the whole Rough Riders outfit like you're in the old TV show F Troop or something?
I gotta say, these guys wear the outfit a lot, but no, we weren't in outfit. So
In costume, if you will.
in costume, in full regalia. Anyway, the storm is hitting the building while we're inside, so we look out and it's just sheets of gray, sheets of water.
I don't think the storm hit the building. You were just in the middle of
We were
the
in the
rain.
building,
Yeah.
you know, and you could hear it come in. And the guy who's leading the golf committee meeting, he's talking really slow.
Right.
Bully, bully, what's going on?
But you the meeting is going on and on. And he's talking slow, and we can all hear the weather billing outside. Like, end this stupid meeting so we can get out of here.
Did he say something like, and the weather started getting rough? The tiny ship was tossed.
Yes.
Because aren't you guys like, I mean, it's a whole nautical piratey theme.
It's
And
nothing like
what are
that.
you talking about? They're not
The Rough
pirates.
Riders are Teddy Roosevelt and the
don't-
Spanish-American War.
Hold on a minute. So your float, that's like a stockade or something.
It's like a train
It's a
caboose.
Oh, okay.
I
all right.
didn't know. I thought the same
Symbolic
as
of
you.
the
I'm
train.
like,
I'm conflating.
What?
I'm-
Me too.
You don't know what the Rough Riders are?
I'm
And then they
I am-
left out of the port of Tampa. It's not like these fake-ass pirates that never existed. The Rough Riders are actual historical members of our society.
But they left on a boat.
Yes, to fight a war.
Yes, they left on a ship.
Yes,
So
to fight the Spanish.
hold on. So
to take San Juan Hill.
Wait, so the float is not
Wow, you know a lot about
hold on.
it.
The float is not a boat.
Woolly, bully, you kidding me?
The Rough Riders float is not a boat. I thought it was a boat.
They have a boat.
That's what
But
I'm
it's not
saying.
a pirate. It's not like these it's like these South Tampa lawyers walking around with a peg leg. you
What's
know,
the official Rough Rider song? What is it? Is it Woolly Bully? Or
No, it's not Woolly Bully. It's their cry.
Their cry. What is it?
It's Bully Bully.
What's the
Because-
point? What are you trying to
The
say?
point was the parking lot was flooded, and I
Right.
couldn't tell how bad it was flooded.
I want
And
to hear Bully Bully.
And I totally ruined my New Balance sneakers because it was like, you're walking through rain, and it's like 1 inch of water, one
I
inch
thought
of water.
Rough Riders wore boots.
Okay. In the parades, yes, but not to the golf committee meetings.
I got something to tell you guys.
Yeah.
What?
So remember when we did the Gasparilla parade?
Yes.
And I saw you at the parade? I thought that they ran out of pirate costumes for him. You had to wear.
Oh my God! Do you guys not know your history of
No,
Tampa Bay?
I know the Rough Riders, and I know that's I was talking about I know the Rough Rider outfit, but listen, I thought their float was a boat.
No, well, they have like 6 floats.
All right.
We have a train, we have a boat, we have.
That's what I'm saying.
They have
I
more
have a
floats than
trolley,
everybody.
we have
seen
a
anybody.
boat. The trolley is actually a drunk tank at the end of our parades,
Yeah.
and you can throw in there
right.
sauce.
Hey,
Anyway, I ruined my sneakers.
You ruin your New Balance. Do you need to go over to New Balance at West Shore and see Ken and Christina and get a brand new pair of New Balances?
I probably do. Yes.
Hey, well, listen.
You know the names of the people at New Balance?
Listen,
How often do you buy shoes?
He buys them all the time.
no,
I'm always in there.
I've known them for like 15.
So weird.
I've known them for 15 or 18 years. The New Balance in West Shore Plazas. They're great in there. That's where I get my New Balances.
How many names did you
Apparently.
just rattle off?
All right, hang on. Froggy, I need to know what is this brand new Froggy game show that debuts this morning. I need to know I don't know what it is. So I got to figure out if this is anything I'm remotely interested in.
Well, you're going to be a part of it. You have to perform during
I have
it.
to decide what time I want to do this, whether I want to give it like prime time or I want to bury this. So, all right, I'm running late here. So what the hell is your brand new game show that you're going to debut this morning?
Well, Hal told me, he explained it to me, and it's called the Impression Connection.
What?
Yes, the Impression Connection. We're going to need
Is this another one of these silly games where
the audience participation?
Hold on, no, where the best thing about it is just the name. It's like some kind of, is that it?
I'm pretty sure Hal Herman's game shows are strong lately. So how about you back off before he hears it and doesn't come in?
Yeah, Hal's a genius.
All right.
I mean, what are you doing? He's the modern day. Who created all the games back in the day?
How does the impression connection work?
We have a bucket with 100 celebrity names. Okay, they're in there. They're on pieces of paper. Okay?
Yeah.
Hal Herman's here.
Right.
Okay, all right.
All right, we're gonna have listeners call up on the phone lines, and they're gonna pick a member of the show: Roxanne, Fester, MJ, and that's it. Okay. Whoever they pick, Fester. Say they pick Fester.
What?
Okay.
Why are you talking like Hal Herman?
Just explain it. Hal will explain it when he comes in.
Guys, I'm running really late here.
All right.
How does this work?
I'll explain it to you when we have more time.
No, I need to know now. I want our early listeners, but hurry up.
You're going to have to perform impressions
randomly.
Yes. And then the listener will pick who they want to perform the impression.
And then who guesses the person?
Yeah. I explained it to you yesterday. I don't know why you're acting like you don't know how it works.
This sounds like a convoluted game.
All right, we won't do it then.
All right, it's canceled. All right, tell you what.
We have to do it.
Let's
I've been
get
practicing in practice.
All right, let's get into the morons in the news next. There is a spectacular pile of the morons in the news, and they're next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now. down. All right, 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy. Oh, geez, Froggy's all pissed off because I didn't fawn all over his new upcoming game show and with Hal Herman, his little pukey character. And so Froggy ran out of the studio. MJ, why are you making a mockery out of my new game? Like you don't understand it? I don't understand it, all right? I'm not making any mock. Yes.
I don't want to start trouble here amongst the crew.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Froggy's awfully good at dishing it out, but he really can't take it.
Yeah, he's a little baby. Oh.
So anyway, we have morons in the news coming up, you said, right?
Yeah, I got
I got morons in the news.
I heard you say shh.
Okay, fine. I said you're really good at dishing it out, but you can't take it.
Oh, please, I can take anything you can give, big boy.
All right, Froggy just walked in.
Why are you talking to me like prison? Why are you giving me prison love talk? Stop.
Do me a favor. Hold on, Froggy. Before I get to the morons.
What?
In 30 seconds, explain
Sorry,
dude, if you can't explain a radio bit in 30 seconds, your little game show, then it's too convoluted and too long.
It's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated, MJ.
Your little brain can't handle it. All you know is 8-bit hit, play the song, call in and name it. Never again.
Give me
8-bit's dead.
Guys, give me the concept. Go.
Well, there's a bucket in the back, and it has 20.
Is it a bucket of suck it?
25. It has 35, actually not 100, but it has 35 names of celebrities in the bucket. Listeners are going to call up. Yep. All they have to do is pick a member of the morning show. Okay? That's the member that they want to do the impression. Okay? The member of the morning show puts their hand in the bucket, picks a celebrity, has to do the impression. If the listener can guess it, they win.
You're doing an impression of somebody who pops all their peas. That's what you're doing.
Did I pop?
All right. So...
But who guesses?
So that's easy.
The listener.
Okay, so the listener will pick Froggy. Froggy picks out a celebrity.
And then Froggy does the impression, and then...
No, Froggy doesn't do the impression. The three of us do the impression.
What?
No.
Yes.
Roxanne,
Roxanne
don't mess it up.
Roxanne really doesn't understand how this bit goes.
Roxanne, the caller says, okay, I'm picking Roxanne.
Yeah,
Yes.
I understand that.
You pick a name out of the bucket
I
of a
understand
celebrity.
You look at it, then you do the impression.
You have to do the impression, and then the listener has to guess what the impression is.
What did I say that contradicted what you just said? That's
Everything.
I think everything.
You said the polar opposite. You said
What did I say?
You said, so the three of us do the impression? So like, let's say you
Yes.
Let's say you get the impression.
Andrew's not going to do the impression. Hal's not going to do the impression.
No.
The three of us.
No, not together, though.
You made it sound like at the same time.
Why would we do the impressions together? That makes no sense.
It's an impression threesome.
I'm more confused now than I was before.
Can I say that
All right, let's just do 8-bit hits.
I do understand Froggy's new game show concept.
It'll be fun.
Or not.
Once we get into it.
My jury is very, very much out on this.
I'm
okay?
all for it. I love it.
Well, hey, get ready to do some impressions, buddy.
My jury is very out on this, but
hey, it's look at it as a what do they call the show that they put a first one out?
a pilot.
A pilot. Yes. Look at it as the pilot of the Impression Connection. It might not be quite as big as a hit.
I'm going to tell you right now, Froggy, I reserve the right to abandon ship in the middle of your...
Hold on. Don't even go into it thinking negatively.
Oh,
it's
you're
gonna
right.
Be fine.
You're right.
It'll be more entertaining than you talking about your Instagram. I guarantee that.
Have you heard he changed his Instagram handle?
Have you?
It's certified
MJ
Radio. No.
MJ Radio?
Yeah.
MJ Television? What is it?
I changed my Instagram handle. So, folks, if you're listening, jump on, and all of my followers are still there. With Instagram, you can change your name, and that's what I did. So I jumped ship from Certified Todd Schnitt. And since I use Instagram mostly for the MJ Morning Show, I am now Certified MJ Radio. So give me a follow. My new Instagram name, same account, everything is still there. I'm certified, the word certified, then MJ Radio. So give me a follow. All right, you know what? I don't want to be a double N. You're right. I do not want to be a double N.
Good.
Do you know what that is?
I do.
What is a double N?
Negative Nelly.
Yeah,
oh, look at that.
Yeah,
look at that.
The two negative Nellies.
Yeah.
No. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to embrace your new game show concept with open arms.
Listen,
it'll be great.
You never know how it'll turn out. At least
like
Hal tries.
like Journey, like open arms.
Yes. It'll be fun no matter what. Listener
Open
interaction.
arms.
Okay, you're not letting the open arms go, are you?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Let it go.
I am ready for the early morons in the news. Let's go. I'm trying to figure this one out. I'm trying to figure out what her deal was. A woman has been arrested. She was arrested for providing false information to cops down in Naples. Okay? Just south of the Bay Area. Well, maybe 2.5 hours south of the Bay Area. This woman gave false information to the Naples Police Department after they responded to the Macy's department store at the Coastland Mall down in Naples after a customer was locked inside the store overnight.
What?
Yeah. The suspect was discovered inside the ladies' restroom in Macy's the next day. Guinevere Wolf told the cops that she entered the store the previous day to fill out a job application. She told the cops that she didn't know the store was closing, despite all of the announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, Macy's is closing in 15 minutes. Please bring your purchases to the register. Then they do like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now closed. Multiple announcements, not to mention, come on, it's clear the store's closing. They're shutting out the lights. I mean, Wolf said that she was scared to leave the bathroom after she thought that she might set off an alarm. Then the cops are like trying to figure out who the hell she is, about her identity. And then she claimed, I don't have a driver's license, then gave a fake name and a fake address. Then officers told her that she was being detained for an overnight stay in a closed business. Then when they said that hey, you're being detained right now, you stayed in a business overnight that was closed. Then suddenly, miraculously, she produces her driver license and she says, yep, that's me. But the cops were able to determine that it wasn't her on the driver license.
So she lied again?
Apparently so. She was arrested for unauthorized possession of a driver license.
That's a thing?
It's somebody else. It's not even her picture, apparently, on the driver license.
She needs a better fake ID.
What was her game? What was she doing?
Say McLovin on it.
What was her plan? Was she going to hang out and then go rip off the housewares department, grab a set of T-foul and a KitchenAid mixer? I mean, what? Man, those things are heavy, by the way. What was her plan?
It looks like she could have used a trip to the Clinique counter.
Yeah. Anyway, she was arrested, unauthorized possession of a driver license, obstruction by a disguised person, and providing false ID. And then after she was arrested, authorities searched her bag, and guess what? Her real valid Florida driver license was in the bag. So what was her game? What was she doing trying to hang out in the Macy's bathroom overnight after the store closed?
Isn't there a movie where they did that? Was it Mannequin or was it Big with Tom Hanks where somebody gets trapped in a department store and looks like they have a lot of fun overnight?
Yeah, I think that was a mannequin, and the mannequins came alive.
Yeah, maybe that's what she was trying to do.
Well, MJ, she doesn't leave the bathroom, so her thing wasn't to rob the place because
it's probably for a video. A lot of people do that. YouTube videos. They try to sneak into like a Sam's Club.
I think so.
In the lawn and garden department and lay under a tree and build a hut, and then they sleep over. It's like a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the movie Mannequin. At least I think so, right?
Yes, nothing's going to stop us.
Yeah, this song, Roxanne, was from the movie Mannequin. One of the greatest Starship songs of all time.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise.
All right, it's enough.
James Spader, yes.
You think about that movie, that guy did it with a mannequin.
James Spader was not in... No, he wasn't... No,
Who was it?
It was Andrew McCarthy. It wasn't James Spader. It was, in Mannequin, it was Kim Cattrall.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. James Spader, whoa.
He was in the movie, but he wasn't the star.
Yeah, he wasn't the star. No, you're right, James.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the star was Andrew McCarthy. And remember the scene where he was French kissing the mannequin?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't in there.
Okay. This movie came out in 1987, like 5 years before Roxanne was even born. So
Yeah. Sure.
trying to keep up the
Big ruse, the elaborate
keep the
ruse.
ruse alive, Rox.
Keep up the ruse. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Lie till you die.
What
That's my
Lie till you die.
that's my motto.
Fake it till you make it.
is that it?
Deny, deny, deny. Yep.
Did you know there was a mannequin too?
Yeah. Listen, if my memory serves me correctly, I think Mannequin 1 was a pile of garbage that probably should never have been made. Is my memory, is my recollection correct there? Just that,
No, I'll watch anything with young Kim Cattrall in it.
she was pretty smoking.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, so I'm mystified what the Macy's little stowaway was trying to do.
It obviously wasn't shoplifting because she never left the room.
Yeah, I mean,
Eight hours, 10 hours in a bathroom?
is she homeless?
Of all the places.
Did she need a place to stay? And the Macy's bathroom was cheaper than La Quinta. I don't know. All right, quick break, and then we got to continue with some of the morons in the news. You know what? Friday is one of these days where I look around and I look at all my stuff I've collected during the week, and I got a lot of stuff that we got to get to today. So hold on. Next segment in minutes. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hey, I've been telling. 2 on Friday morning. And a lot of cleanup work we got to do today because I hate leaving great stuff on the table on a Friday, head into the weekend, and then I'm going through my stuff like, oh, man, we didn't get to this, oh, but didn't get to this. Hey, Roxanne, I don't know why I thought of you, and I don't know why I would think that in your younger days this could have been you.
Okay. Let's see.
Super mom. Like, if you would have had kids younger.
What are you? What? Like I didn't have kids young?
I mean, seriously, younger, like 12.
Yeah, if you would have had kids, a little younger, and
Like,
you're kind of the partier. I mean, you're.
What?
She likes to paint the town red, as they say.
All I'm saying is,
Right?
I don't know why you flashed through my mind when I saw the story about this super mom in Kentucky. And the sheriff's office in Pulaski County started getting all kinds of 911 calls about a woman on the side of the road supposedly changing a kid's diaper. Now, this does happen. I mean,
it happens.
legitimately, parents could be they're on a road trip, you're on 95, you're on 75, wherever.
I think we've all been in that
and
situation.
Your kid has like a blowout.
Right.
I would change my kids' diapers anywhere. I didn't care.
Yeah, we do too.
Anywhere.
That's in a restaurant.
Restaurants.
What about on the railroad tracks?
Right on the track.
All right, so I don't know why, Roxanne. When I saw the story, I'm like, you know what? Younger Roxanne, all frazzled, changing a kid's diaper. You know what? I could see Roxanne.
You could see that, huh?
Standing on the railroad track.
Oh, for real? She's on the railroad track?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, me too.
I was going to go with what, bed of nails next?
No, the woman is really on the railroad
I
tracks.
would not change a baby on a railroad track.
Hold on. Absolutely, you would. If you pull over your car and there's a railroad track, you can lay the baby down on one of the rail ties, one of the pieces of wood.
Let the train get close, and they can feel the vibrations.
Was
and comfort
there a
them.
train coming?
Deputies, after getting a series of 911 calls in this Pulaski County, Kentucky, they go to investigate. They arrived and they found Andrea Johnson and a 2-year-old child on the railroad tracks. And wait a minute, it gets better. She appeared to be intoxicated. So this was, and that's why, Roxanne, younger Ray. Listen, you're telling us all these stories about your mommy play dates where you're getting hammered.
Yeah, with a sitter there
Well,
to
it's
watch
responsible.
our children.
Right, so here's the deal. Roxanne is telling us stories that the new deal in her friend group is they hire a sitter to watch the kids while all the mommies get hammered.
It's not like
Pretty brilliant.
I hired the sitter special so we could do that. The sitter was there, and I had some wine.
I'm just, when I'm reading the story, I'm like, all right, drunk lady, changing a baby's diaper.
Check.
On the
I do those
railroad
things.
tracks.
No, I don't do it on the railroad.
I don't have a big issue with this. I mean, this seems like unless a train is coming, unless they're trying to get out of the way of the 910 to Lexington. MJ, what's the big deal here?
So are you nuts?
Changing a baby's diaper on the railroad
If you have
tracks?
to
You don't
pull
think
over-
that's a big deal?
If you're on the side of the road,
My
you need to change a
God.
diaper. You put the kid down on an ant mound.
That's a big deal, all right?
So the baby was lying on the tracks, or the car was near. Like, I'm trying to picture this.
I don't know where the car was. I don't even know if there was a
The
car.
car was on the side of the road. I think. The story doesn't say that. All I know is that the cops were called because people thought it was dangerous where the mommy was changing the kid's diaper.
I think so.
The cops show up and she's on the railroad tracks, and I just thought of you. All right, I'm sorry.
With the exception of the few seconds a day that a train actually passes, I think railroad tracks are pretty safe.
Well, until the train
Until
comes
the
by.
train comes.
Yeah.
Those 2 minutes a day that the train comes chugging down. Okay, get off the tracks. Otherwise, I think you're fine.
All right, Fester. Our
you
lights
saw that? Flicker? Flicker.
Our lights just flickered twice.
The ghost.
That's
Yeah.
the electric company sending a subtle message to us. Pay your bill.
Hang on, is it just me, or is it like if you flicker 3 times, that's when it goes out?
I've never heard
For
that.
whatever reason, yeah, it's like, I don't know whether it has to do with the breakers, how the grid works, but I thought I always heard that if your lights flicker 3 times, it's right after that 3rd time that it goes.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I think we're going to make it.
By the way, that's the noise in every single movie and TV show when the power grid goes out.
Don't we have that?
What?
I thought we had that sound effect.
We used to. I don't know if we... Yeah, we had a whole series of...
factory shutting down sound effect.
Of course, there's no sound that the electric system makes that goes...
You're right.
It's like the wind down sound that they use like in every TV show and movie when the power goes out. And it doesn't do that. You know, you might hear like some clicking and stuff of like electronics. Like my VHS player goes click. No, I'm kidding. Well, back in 1995, it did. It went clickety-click. All right, Fester, you're going to love this. This woman's boyfriend works for a trash company.
Yeah?
You know, the trucks that go pick up the dumpsters and they slam them and, you know, they go behind a 7-Eleven or a Denny's or whatever.
That's the job to have. If you're going to be a trash guy, I want to be the dumpster guy inside the truck.
That gets to, like, put those forks into the dumpster, lift them up overhead, and then slam it and get all the stuff out.
Even my neighborhood guy, I see him pick up my trash. I'm so jealous.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah.
This woman's boyfriend works for a trash hauling company, so he always, on his route, he'll see sometimes crazy stuff, good stuff in many cases, in dumpsters. He goes apparently to a Taco Bell.
Right.
And in the Taco Bell dumpster, their old, huge plastic Taco Bell sign is intact and in the dumpster.
Oh, my God.
So one could only assume that the Taco Bell got a new, updated, big, huge plastic molded sign that went out front along the side of the road, and the sign company must have just taken the old sign and put it in the dumpster behind the Taco Bell or something.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And
what do you do with it?
He brought it home.
Yeah, right.
It looks like maybe it's the old Taco Bell logo, and the boyfriend brings this thing home. It is 5 times the size of the girlfriend because there's a picture here, and
this is the sign that was on the pole on the street.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
And then underneath it would say the specials, maybe.
It's the outside Taco Bell sign.
Froggy, come here. Look at the sign. That's really cool.
Look at her next to the sign. I mean, it is.
What are you doing? What are you going to put it on your garage door? What are you going to do?
I have no idea what you would do with it.
It's in perfect condition, and now they've got a Taco Bell sign, which appears to be like 6.5 feet tall, probably 4.5 feet wide. And it's the
weirdest story ever.
Yeah, it might be like the old Taco Bell logo here.
I love it.
It looks like a new. I haven't been to Taco Bell forever, but it doesn't look old.
I think Taco Bell just changed their logo in the last year or so.
Didn't the old one used to have like a sombrero on the top of it or something?
Yeah, like when it was the racist logo.
Yeah.
Yes. Now it's just a bell.
All I can say is if Fester came upon this, Fester would get some twine.
Thank you for saying that, because I would have strapped it to the top of the LinkedIn.
That's what I'm saying.
How do you pass this up?
Fester would have. That's what I'm saying. Fester would have gotten some twine, and you would have fastened this sign to the top of your 2004 Lincoln Town Car. You would have lugged this all the way home. You would have dragged it into the house. Your wife, Allison, would have flipped out.
I can tell you right now, if it wasn't for fear of breaking my ankle and dying in a dumpster, I would be much more active in the dumpster diving game. You never know what you're going to find. It's a modern day treasure hunt.
I could see you big in that.
It's a modern day treasure hunt. You never know. Never know. Oh.
I think it's great.
This is pretty cool. There are stores. There are like not antique stores, but like repurposing stores. There's one in Tampa, I think, off of Cypress, where they have old signs and things that are like taken down old you can make money off of this. Somebody will buy this.
Well,
People collect them.
Hey, that's how they decorate the whole inside of like a Cracker Barrel.
Well, I don't see
with
how
a Taco Bell sign.
Taco Bell sign.
No,
Doesn't make much sense.
Like old knee-high orange drink signs.
Did you know?
Stuff
Did
like
you know that Cracker Barrel in Tennessee has a warehouse of tchotchkes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, well, good.
They have a whole team.
Well, okay.
The Cracker Barrel, I read a story about this.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel has a whole team of folks that are in charge of buying the crap that they nail to the wall inside of Cracker Barrels.
That's the job I want. Just go to antique stores and side of the road places and buy tchotchkes for Cracker Barrels.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Leave Britney alone.
Oh, are the Britney Spears fans going to come out of the woodwork next? Yeah, I've got to dress down Britney Spears. I like Brit. I feel bad for Britney, but yeah, we might elicit a few.
Leave Britney alone.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
she's
there's
doing great.
I mean, she's dressing herself down on Instagram plenty.
You're correct. I mean, every day there's some kind of. Do you see the latest? She was like swimming nude underwater.
Yeah.
Did you see
She
the latest?
loves to be naked.
Yeah, what's
Good
going
for
on
her.
there?
I love for her to be naked too. I mean,
All right,
no
there's a new Britney Spears situation. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to chastise Britney Spears.
Oh, no.
I'm going to have a chat with Britney, and we'll do it via the MJ Morning Show next. What's the issue? And you know what? Every single one of our listeners, you're going to be able to relate, and I think that you ought to use what I have to say to Britney as a tip in your life, all right? And this could be it could save your life, all right? So a little tough love for Britney Spears next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't...
which there really aren't enough of.
Britney Spears ran out of gas in her Mercedes-Benz in the middle of one of the busiest LA freeways, and she's just stuck right in the middle of the freeway.
Great.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, she probably never gets gas. She probably doesn't think about it.
I mean, when do you think she goes to the pump? Wouldn't you love to go to like the quick stop and you pull up to the pump and then there's Britney Spears?
When I think of LA, I think of AM PM, but that's that's a whole different story. Yeah, the AM
the
PM
band?
markets. No, the convenience store.
You're so LA.
AM. Well, listen, I
When
did.
I think of L.A.,
Let's go to Pink's Hot Dogs.
Well, guess what? I lived like a half a mile away from Pink's Hot Dogs on La Brea, just north of Melrose on the left.
that's a good hot dog.
Let's go to the Waffle and Chicken Hut.
You know what? We ought to have Mel over near Busch Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
We ought to have Mel's Hot Dogs.
Those are classic.
Call out those Pink's Hot Dog folks over in Hollywood.
Start a coastal war?
All right, here's the deal with Britney Spears. Yeah. Britney Spears is driving her Benz on the 101, and in the middle lane, she just runs out of gas.
In the middle lane?
The middle lane she doesn't even pull up. Her car is stuck on the middle of the freeway, the 101. And
I told y'all, it locks up your car. You can't even turn.
Yeah, the car shuts off. You're right, when it runs out of gas.
Yeah, but you can't get off. You won't be able to get off the road.
it was earlier this week. 911 gets a call about a car disabled literally in the middle of the 101, and it was at night as well. That's even more dangerous. It was dark. It's like 10 o'clock at night, LA time, and here's this white Mercedes, Britney Spears driving. She runs out of gas. That's the story. 10 o'clock at night, LA, Tuesday, earlier this week, Britney Spears is in the middle lane, and this could have been deadly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could easily have been talking about the death of Britney Spears.
I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you this much. The conservator would have made sure there was gas in the car.
Exactly.
I mean, one of their jobs,
Yes.
run your life and make sure your tank is topped off.
Daddy Jamie Spears would have made sure that the tank of the Mercedes was filled with, let's just say, with LA gas prices, $3,000 worth of unleaded.
All right.
And then he would have added, I think, a conservatorship fee to the gas fill. So I think he probably would have made a couple of $1,000 himself on that fill. Anyway, here's the deal. Cops get a call. It's 10 o'clock at night on Tuesday evening, earlier this week. White Mercedes blocking the middle of the southbound 101, just north of Balboa. I know exactly where that is. Been by 1,000 times. And then they respond. They get to the scene, and there's a car on the shoulder, another car that apparently pulled over and allowed Britney Spears to sit in their car on the side of the road while Britney's car is just sitting in the middle of the 101 freeway at 10 o'clock at night.
I would let her know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would let her sit in my car.
First of all, would you have even known it was Britney Spears at 10 o'clock at night? Second, you're trying to be a good Samaritan, and then you're just in the car, the safe car, watching her car like a sitting duck, just waiting for it to get plowed from behind by a driver who's not paying attention.
The CHP, the California Highway Patrol, they show up, and you know what Britney said?
It's Britney, bitch.
No,
hey,
come
close.
on.
Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know that my gas was low?
That's probably what she said.
Hey, you're getting warmer. No, when the cops showed up,
There's only one answer.
Britney said, yeah, apparently
That's the
she
answer.
runs out of gas all the time.
So Britney just got married.
Yeah, to Sam Asgard or something. What's his name?
Asgard. No.
Ashgari or something.
No,
I think it's Asgard.
You had it right the first time.
Asgari?
Yeah, so-
All right,
He's a handsome man.
Right.
One of the major responsibilities of any husband, I feel, or male boyfriend or whatever, is to make sure that she has gas in the car. I always ask my wife. Hey,
I have my buddy. That's his job. I
Yeah.
told you, his wife never gets gas. She makes him go get it.
I always
Oh,
got
that's
my
right.
wife's gas.
That's not cool.
All right, Britney Spears, car stuck in the middle of the freeway. A passerby pulled over And I don't know if they recognized that it was Britney Spears or just someone standing like behind their car in the dark. So somebody then pulls off on the shoulder. Britney is walking across like lanes of the freeway, and the cops arrive, and Britney is sitting in the back seat of a passerby's car. And then Britney told the cops that she ran out of gas. The car just quit in the middle of the freeway. You know, it's kind of funny how that happens. When you're running your car bone dry, and what does she think? Is she so kind of out of touch that she didn't recognize that the needle is below E?
Okay, so unless you pay attention to it, I mean, MJ,
She probably doesn't even know where it is in the car.
my 2004 Lincoln Town Car gives off a ding when you're at like 50 miles and 25
Dude,
miles.
I
and 10
know.
miles.
Listen, you drove me on the Howard Franklin Bridge with like, hey, by the way, that's got thousands and thousands and thousands of views.
And thousands?
Hey, folks, if you haven't seen it yet, if you haven't seen Fester taunting me, Fester gave me a ride to and from work.
Last week?
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And Fester is down to fumes. The vehicle, it's like 5 miles, 6 miles, 4 miles, on the range because he's got this digital display, miles till empty. And we're on the Howard Franklin Bridge, and it's like 1 mile. We get to 0. If you haven't seen the video, people are saying more. No, seriously. People are saying that the video that I shot of you and me as we're running on fumes on the Howard Franklin Bridge, people are saying that is better than any karaoke car thing that, what's his name, James Corden ever did.
I don't know. I've seen some funny ones.
If you haven't seen, folks, if you haven't seen, how many, if you go to my Instagram, how many is it down? How many?
Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands?
No, it's like 3 or 4 rows down.
3, 6, it's like 12 down. Go to my Insta. If you have not seen the video of Fester and me on fumes, and Fester's like, don't worry about it. We're about to like die on the Howard Franklin Bridge with no gas in the car. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to be one of those imbeciles on the Howard Franklin that I've yelled at for years for running out of gas. And it's going to be us. It's going to be, people are going to be driving by. There's Fester. Oh, was that Fester and MJ on the side of the road? Yes. If you haven't seen the video, it is on my Instagram. And also the breaking news in the last couple of days, I changed my Instagram handle. So if you're already following everything is the same. So all the images, the videos are there. My follower account is still the same. Everything just transfers. I changed my Instagram to Certified MJ Radio. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to Certified MJ Radio and give me a follow on Instagram and scroll down about 12 down. Look for the image of me with a seatbelt across my chest in Fester's car and watch this unplanned comedy act. And people are asking for more. People are saying, hey, when are you and Fester going to shoot more videos in Fester's car?
People are calling you like twins from like Danny DeVito and Arnold.
Oh, no.
Someone just said that.
Who's who?
And you know what?
You're Danny DeVito and he's Arnold.
I'm 3 times his size. There's no way. MJ, people who I had no idea was following the show or just people who I see have come up to me and said that this video is the funniest thing they've seen in a long time.
If you have not seen the video, I'm telling you, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's my new handle on Insta, on IG, Certified MJ Radio. Scroll down. It's like the 12th one down. Look for me with the seatbelt across my chest in Fester's car and just watch us about to run out of gas on the Howard Franklin.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Roxanne. You give yours first.
Yeah.
It's not an idea. It's just, Fester, why are you driving on the Howard Franklin Bridge with 4 miles to go in your car, but you're in charge of getting Allison's gas at home?
Good question.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I could care less about my gas.
Every week, you guys should do like a video where you leave the station with 5 miles left and you go to a different location and see if you get there.
No, I think
and
we
you
need-
guys just argue the whole time like an old married couple.
I think we need a different act. I think so.
This doesn't play
Why?
well.
Carpool karaoke, they do the same thing every time.
That's what it's called. Carpool karaoke. That's
You
right.
could be carpool crisis.
And I'm showing the dashboard.
Carpool catastrophe.
And wherever you run out of gas, that's the adventure. You
listen,
have to
yeah.
figure
I'm
out
not
how
su-
you're going to get gas or get home.
You want to get views
on
or not,
foot.
bro?
I'm not shooting videos of Fester and I running out of gas on dangerous roads. But
That's
listen,
funny.
You can see the instrument cluster and you can see the countdown to empty. 3 miles to go, 2 miles to go. We're on the Howard, and then Fester starts flooring the thing to try to use more gas. All right, if you haven't seen the video, go to MJ. Go to my Instagram. It's Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio, and take a look at the video. People love the damn thing, and give me a follow with the new Instagram name, Certified MJ Radio. Anyway, so Britney, I got to finish up the Britney story. Cops get into Britney's driver's seat, and the car, and the people are, I don't know who pushed the car, but Britney's car was then pushed off of the freeway with a cop in the driver's seat steering off to the side. And guess what? Britney's new husband, Sam
Asgard.
Asgard, or
Right.
whatever it is.
Ask Gary. Actually.
Came and picked her up.
Yeah.
So this is a public service announcement. Britney Spears, she could have died. The 101 in L.A., and she runs out of gas in the middle of the freeway at 10 o'clock at night, and then she's getting out of her car and she's wandering. Come on.
That would have been a fitting end to the Britney saga.
Oh, dude.
my God.
I mean, I don't wish anybody.
That is morbid.
I don't wish
What
anybody.
is
What's
wrong
wrong
with
with
you?
Yeah, so after the circus of
What is
Terrible.
wrong with
after
you?
the circus of the last 4 decades of her life, and then she gets mowed down on the interstate because she runs out of gas. I mean, it's like, yeah, I can see that being the end.
Does it seem like she was way chiller and more calm and less in the news when she was under that conservatorship thing?
Yes, because she was under the conservatorship.
Go back under her. Tired of her.
I love her.
I do like Britney Spears.
I like her,
I
too.
don't have an issue with Britney Spears. All right. The McDonald's drive-thru lady that climbed through to make her own food because they ran out of gloves. I've been sitting on this item since, I think, Tuesday. I just didn't get around to it. But again, one of these stories that I got to get to. So before we close down the week, I've got a pile of things here that these are must-get-to items here on the MJ Morning Show. And one of the ones that I've been staring at for like 3 or 4 days now, I just haven't gotten to, is the video and story of the woman that climbed through a McDonald's drive-thru window to cook her own food because the McDonald's employees told her, we're not serving food right now. We ran out of our food service preparation gloves.
That's an original excuse.
And she climbs through, and she said, "Train me. Show me how to make the food here."
Train me.
This video went viral earlier this week. Lady, climbs through a drive-through window because they ran out of gloves, and they said, "Sorry, we can't take any more food orders right now because we ran out of the sanitary NSF food service gloves." And then she climbs through the drive-through window to then go ahead and make her own food at McDonald's because they ran out of gloves.
That's a crime, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, technically it's a burglary.
I mean, if you
Because she's
pay
not
for- you pay
breaking and entering.
I'm trying to think of the legal
Right.
terminology. Is it conveyance and entering?
Trespassing?
Hey, true or false? Guys, you ready? True or false? If you are in your car and let's say you get into a road rage incident and you pull over, another car pulls over, you roll your window down, and the other guy involved in the road rage situation, he's at your window, he's yelling, and then he sticks his hand inside your car. Is that a burglary? True or false?
Yes, true.
I believe that's correct. Yeah, I
You
believe.
can't put your hand in somebody's car.
I believe that I've been told that constitutes a burglary.
Isn't that what OJ did back in the day?
You know what? I was thinking of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because didn't OJ like grab the
His sunglasses?
He grabbed the sunglasses.
Crushed them.
This was down like in Kendall. This was down, in the Miami area. And OJ, this is probably 10, 12 years ago. And remember after OJ was...
After the trial.
After he got away with murdering 2 people and nearly slicing their heads off, OJ, he was like in the news constantly. And then, of course, he got busted in Vegas for, kicking in the motel room door to steal back his alleged memorabilia. But there was a time where he just was involved, like it was like nonstop. OJ was in the news. OJ got into a road rage incident down in South Florida, down in the Miami area. I think it was in Kendall, and then reached into another motorist's car and I think knocked the guy's sunglasses off, and he was charged with, I think it was burglary.
Simpson is charged with burglary of a car and misdemeanor battery.
Yeah, when was this?
2001.
Oh, my God.
Holy cow.
This is that long ago? That 21 years ago?
Well, the trial was in the mid-90s.
Holy crap.
I can remember talking about that on the show, though. I didn't think it was 2001.
Seriously. Hey, if there are any lawyers listening right now or any cops listening, any lawyers, police officers, any state's attorney, anyone listening right now that is in the legal profession, am I correct that if somebody reaches into your car, if they just stick their hand, if they break the plane and they stick their hand into your vehicle, I believe that constitutes a burglary.
All right, so
let me give out the number, 800-990-1047. So if you're a police officer, if you're a lawyer, if you're a judge, if you're a prosecutor, fire up the phones. Am I right or wrong? 800-990-1047. 800, maybe I ought to ask Gary. 800-990-1047. Am I right or wrong? Fire up the phones. Yes, Fess.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know that this is factually true or untrue. I'm just going to put it out there, and you can chastise me or agree with me.
Is this irresponsible broadcasting?
I don't know. It's just putting something out there, and I thought this to be true.
Okay.
If somebody reaches into your car, that's the equivalent of them breaking into your house. So if you shot them, it's self-defense.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think the castle. No.
I thought castle doctrine goes to your car.
I don't think so. I think that's your home. If somebody breaks into your home, and I think it even applies to businesses, that you don't have to retreat, and it's called the castle doctrine here in Florida, that you have the right to defend your home and your property. And if somebody comes into your house, you absolutely have the legal right to use deadly force. Yes.
Ooh, according to Google.
Yes.
Which, everything Google says is
wait a minute.
Always 100% correct.
Hold on.
I don't know that. I always thought I heard this.
Florida castle doctrine laws extend to a person's dwelling, residence, or occupied vehicle. Fester, maybe you're right. If you're a victim of unlawful force or deadly force when you're in a dwelling, your residence, or occupied vehicle, the law will provide you protection. All right, hold on. Let me grab calls here. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hey, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick. How you doing? Are you in the legal profession in some fashion?
I'm actually a retired police officer.
All right, good enough. That's perfect. All right, so if somebody reaches into your car, I mean, they're not stealing anything per se, but if someone just reaches into your car, is that considered burglary?
Well, in order to have burglary, you have to have the intent to commit a crime within. And at the time, if somebody is reaching into your vehicle, which is a conveyance, and you're occupied in that conveyance, and their intent is to strike you, that's a battery. So the charge would be a first-degree burg bat charge, which is a significant charge in the state of Florida.
A burg bat. So burglary and battery? So it's a burg bat.
Correct. You have to have it's the same thing. If someone goes inside your home, and they break in, they're in there, and they steal a TV, they have to have an intent to commit something. A crime was inside that structure, conveyance, whatever it is, dwelling. So if they steal a TV, it would be a burglary and a grand theft.
I just remember that, and Fester even looked up the story that when OJ got into that road rage incident a couple of decades ago, and he like reached into the guy's car, they whacked him with a burglary charge. Hey, Nick, thanks for the call. Hey, where are you retired from? What police department?
Newport Richey Police Department.
Fantastic. All right, buddy. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. We highly appreciate it. All right, hey, quickly, let me wrap up the McDonald's story, and then we got to get to this this breastfeeding story, which this is Roxanne's pick of the week story. Yeah,
It's a doozy.
This is your favorite story of the week coming up, right?
It's top 5
All
for
right.
sure.
All right, hang on. We'll get to that in just. It has to do with breasts. So how about top 2?
Yes.
One, 2.
It's you guys' top.
Thelma and Louise. There are women that name them. Seriously. There are women that name the left and right breast.
I've never done that.
Anyway, so back to the McDonald's story.
Guys too, you know.
Yeah, well,
mine are named MJ and BJ.
Especially with your boobs, your man boobs.
Yeah, MJ over here and BJ over here.
Really, MJ and BJ,
MJ,
really?
BJ, yeah.
All right, anyway, so this got a lot of attention, and this woman is. Do you think this was real, or do you think this was some state? I'm just trying to wonder: was this, a video that everyone's in cahoots to try to get a ton of views, or did this really happen? And I didn't see, in the stories that I saw, I don't know what McDonald's this happened in. I don't know where it actually happened.
So nobody was arrested. There's obviously not a police report. Otherwise, we'd know what agency arrested her.
Yeah. I don't see that. But the story went viral. Oh, speaking of McDonald's, you know what else happened this week? Did you see the Casper's Group? They sold all of their McDonald's.
Really? I missed that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, it's also in my pile here somewhere. Hey, Fester, bring up the story.
Who they sound to?
To McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
McDonald's Corporation bought all of the Casper's McDonald's, and the Casper's family, wasn't their first McDonald's on Southdale Mabry? Was it the one on was it Euclid, El Prado?
North of Beta Bay?
Yeah, no,
South of Beta Bay.
South of Beta Bay. Wasn't that the first Casper's McDonald's ever?
How many do they have? Like 70?
It was like 60-something, and they were like one of the largest single franchisees of McDonald's, and the Casper's family, they cashed out.
60 McDonald's, over almost 4,000 employees.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Golly.
Yeah, so the Casper's folks sold all of their restaurants, 60 stores, a bunch in the Bay Area. They used to have some Panhandle. I don't know if they sold those a while ago, but 60 McDonald's, they're selling them to the actual McDonald's Corporation. You know what this means?
It means what?
It means they got McMoney out the McWazoo right now. That's
I'd say so.
Back up the Brinks truck.
They are. Listen, I think they were doing just fine, but they are. I think they were already.
Cash
yeah,
now.
I think they were already McLoaded, but I mean, they've got McMoney coming out the waz right now. With what do you think 60 McDonald's?
I mean, it's
10, 15 million per
location.
Per location.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, I was thinking $500 million.
Maybe 3, 4, 5, $600 million.
I'm thinking like 800 billion.
Hey, the number was not disclosed, so we don't. But I'm sure somebody knows. So
That's a lot of McFlurries, bro.
if anyone knows what the Caspers got for all of the McDonald's, send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com, because inquiring minds want to know.
I do know that the Caspers has been suffering a financial loss in the last 4 or 5 years with me going to McDonald's and refilling the same cup over and over again. And I think the financial hardship that I personally imposed on their operation led them to selling it.
Speaking of Fester and his dump car, Fester has the Trunk O Cups, where Fester has a cup for almost every fast food brand and convenience store, and Fester just walks in at will with the appropriate cup, goes to the self-serve fountain, and fills up at will, which that is like theft of services or that is illegal. You can't buy a drink in March of 2019.
How much is a large Coke at McDonald's?
Probably $2.39. I don't know.
Yeah, about
Stealing
$2.
$2.50 every time.
Every time.
Fester has a Trunk O Cups. Fester, you realize that buying a Coke at a Burger King, McDonald's,
He's a Wawa. He's using a Wawa one today.
I'm recycling this. This is a water cup. I don't
Do
believe
you
in
ever
throwing it.
go in the store with the wrong cup accidentally? And
Yes, of course. I've gone to McDonald's before with the expired cup. Like they have like promotion. Like right now,
Was it a holiday cup?
yeah, like a Christmas cup or something.
Dude, you're the worst.
You know what happened 2 months ago, MJ?
What?
I went to lunch with Unitard at Wright's Deli.
Yeah.
And they got nice cups. And I filled that thing up like 40 times since there. Just stop by Del Mabry, fill up, get that nice
Come
mango
on.
tea.
Wright's is a South Tampa deli institution.
Yeah,
Really? Wright's
yeah.
Sandwich Shop.
Yeah,
Come on.
That's wrong to do the right.
You're ripping off Wright's?
Yes.
The home of the amazing chocolate cake.
It's not right.
It really is a
That's
great
not
cake.
right what you're doing at Wright's.
That's not right
It's
at all.
actually wrong. It's the opposite
Terrible.
of right. It's not right. It's wrong.
You're a horrendous human being,
Yeah.
Fester. Do you realize that?
I know.
All right, Roxanne, this is your favorite story of the day.
Yes.
All right, tell me about the breastfeeding story. Tell me what's going. And you have audio visual aids here. Is that correct?
We do have audio. Audio, and you can find some visual online as well to go along with this. But basically, this woman who is breastfeeding a newborn gets something wrong with her.
What?
And it's very common.
All right, so she's a breastfeeding mommy.
Yes.
Something happens, and it's common.
It's happened to me, as you can
Oh,
probably
really?
imagine.
Really?
Yes, because I have all minor ailments happen to me. And
You're a walking. You're a walking minor ailment.
She's a walking clinic visit. I mean, not emergency room, but clinic.
All right. So tell me about this breastfeeding situation.
so she got mastitis. And mastitis is when one of your ducts that, pour the milk out, so to speak, gets clogged. And so your breast gets inflamed and it's red and it's sore and it hurts and the milk can't come out of it. Most importantly, you can't feed the baby out of that particular boob. Or if you get it in both, then can't feed the baby at all.
Do you know how to spell mastitis?
Mastitis.
So you got TI in the middle of that word? You got the...
You can't spell mastitis without.
You can't say that word.
I didn't say it. I
Yeah,
said t.
T. So you've got the word T in the middle of the mastitis word. All right, so she has mastitis. And again, the medical definition is when...
The milk duct is blocked, and usually it comes about because of an infection, or it gets infected after it's blocked.
Do cows get mastitis?
Mastitis? Do cows get mastitis? I mean,
I would think so.
Yeah,
I'm sure
mammals who
their
breastfeed.
milk ducts might get blocked. But the reason why we're talking about the story is this woman.
So she goes on a platform, a social media platform, and she decides to share this story about how painful this was. And do we want to listen right now to what she had to say, or you want to get in?
No,
okay.
we will, yes. But it's the homemade remedy to unblock her milk ducts
Drink some
while she
Flomax.
breastfeeds.
Yes.
That's getting all the attention.
It's getting quite a bit of attention.
God.
What she does to solve this problem.
All right.
All right, here we go. Let's listen to the woman who has mastitis.
This weekend, I started having pain in my right breast, which I'm breastfeeding, so I figured it was a clogged milk duct, which happens frequently. But I ended up getting a fever, and it was mastitis. So I got antibiotics. Mastitis is just an infection of the breast tissue, and basically when that happens, you usually need antibiotics to clear it up. There was a pretty big knot in my boob.
Okay.
Nothing was working. Adelina could not nurse from that side. Like, nothing was coming out.
That's the baby.
So I found this article that I was just Googling that said, your partner should suck the clog out. Mind you, I never in a million years would have ever considered letting my husband breastfeed off of me.
What?
Nor has he ever wanted to. I should clarify. Just no. So it was 2 days of pure agony. I was at my wit's end, okay? So I mentioned it to my husband. I was like, do you want to help me out? He was like, I would do that for you. But I might gag. I might throw up. But I'll do that for you. So we did it. It worked. He cleared the blockage. The beginning, he was like, he got a small taste of it. And he was like, this is actually really sweet. But then at the end, when he unclogged it, he basically was about to gag because it started flowing because the clog was gone. And then that was enough. Enough!
All right, so I guess the second part of the story is then the lady, this woman is hit with all these comments from
Yeah,
people.
that people really did not like that. Now, I want to ask all you guys, would you be willing to do that? Like, Fester, you strike me as a type who would. MJ, you might. You have, you could like make ice cream out of it. You're such an ice cream fan.
Come, Roxanne, come on. All right,
You're
so
trying to be shocking now.
How do you think I got rid of my kidney stones?
how did you, when you had mastitis, when you had this, how did you unblock your boob?
I can assure you that Doug would not do that for me.
That's another question. Did
Then you leave him.
by the way, if Doug is near your chest, it looks like a third boob
because of the ball.
because he's bald. Because he's bald. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right. Now, how did you unclog your boob if you had the same ailment?
With hot compresses and rest, which is hard when you're a new mom. But you're basically just sick. You have an infection.
Did you ever hear that you're supposed to have your husband or partner?
I know what else I did.
What?
I pumped like crazy. You keep pumping and pumping and it hurts. But the pump that suction is strong. You don't need a human mouth on you to undo it.
She apparently did. Her husband has super sucking strength.
Now, here is the audio clip of the comments that people were making about her husband breastfeeding on her to unclog this duct.
This woman keeps leaving me nasty comments, and normally I ignore rude comments, but she is harassing me at this point. There is nothing worse than women hating on women. It is 2021. That is not the vibe, right?
Well, it's actually 2022, but that's beside the point.
It's 20.
But for some reason, she is so triggered by the fact that my husband put his mouth on my boob for a minute to relieve me of something that could land me in the hospital and leave my baby without milk.
All right, so this goes on for you guys pulled 3 minutes of her talking about the nasty comments.
Yeah,
we get that she got some hate.
She was getting a lot of hate, but I mean that's where I would say, who cares if that's what they want to do in their own house?
Can I open up a side hustle business just offering this service?
No, stop.
I knew you would be down for that.
If that was my way to help humanity.
What do you call it? Like boob free or Fester's free flow?
Something. I mean, listen.
If I'm declogging service.
It's essentially a boob plumber, right?
Fester the boob plumber.
Yeah. Boob plumbers, yeah.
Some guys are hitting me up on the text line and saying that they've tasted breast milk before.
I tasted it when we did that. It's just sweet. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's not good.
I kind of dug it. Mixed it with Kahlua.
Guys, I'm moving along here. All right, so that's Roxanne's story of the day. The duct being blocked.
I don't hate on that woman for doing what she had to do, but
yeah.
I saw a Facebook page of a mom, and she's getting a lot of heat because her daughter's like 10, and there's a picture of her on the beach, and her daughter's breastfeeding like right next to her on the beach.
Hey, it happens
at 10.
Froggy, in minutes, we're going to launch your brand new game show.
It's Hal's.
All right, Froggy and his Hal Herman character are about to launch a brand new listener participation game show. It is moments away. Stand by. Also, moments away, the Q105 1K song of the day. We'll give you the title here in a minute or two. And then also we're giving away Springsteen tickets at 9 a.m. So we'll give you the 1K song of the day title here in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And then don't forget, you can win Springsteen tickets at 9 a.m. this morning here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, a little update. Do you remember probably a month ago or somewhere around there, you remember we did a story about climate activists, environmentalists were letting the air out of tires to protest people driving what they thought were gas-guzzling SUVs, hurting the environment?
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, it's spreading a whole lot. It started in the UK. Do you remember what I said? I said it's just a matter of time before this starts happening in the United States.
Yeah.
Guess what? When we first did the story, it was all over the UK, and this group was letting air out of tires, and they were leaving little notes on the SUVs about, you despicable human, you're wrecking the planet, you're driving this gas-guzzling SUV, and, we've let the air out of your tires so you can, stop and think for a bit. Anyway, that is obnoxious. that those individuals ought to be run over with those SUVs, but that's a whole different story. But what did I say?
All right, we don't condone running over environmental activists with SUVs.
Okay, all right, you're right.
All right, we are not pro that.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't. That was hyperbole.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
All right.
I was being hyperbolic.
All right.
Okay, I was hyperbolic there. Now. Well, you remember what happened to the radio guy that suggested that they open up car doors on bike riders?
Yeah,
Remember that? Was that Kramer?
Kramer and Twitch.
Yeah, remember that? Oh my God,
I was in Detroit.
That was crazy.
They got fired for that.
I think they did. That was crazy stuff. They unleashed. It was a
Wasn't it a
shitstorm.
bicycle? They said if you see a bike rider, open your.
I don't know. I can't think of a radio guy who got fired more spectacularly in more ways than Kramer.
Guys, hey, true story. A guy that we used to work with at back in the FLZ days.
He was a night guy.
Yeah,
right?
MJ and BJ, MJ Morning Show. When we were on 93 back in the day, we had a night guy named Kramer. Good guy.
Great guy.
I like Kramer. Nice guy. But
insane.
For whatever reason, after he had left, years later, he was doing a morning show somewhere and suggested that if you see a bike rider coming, open up your car door. I mean, that's why are you laughing, you moron?
Because it's
that is horrific. Okay. No, you don't do that.
I'm laughing at the idiocy of the guy saying it.
All right, fine. If you're laughing at the idiot, it was a dumb thing to say.
Plus, how often does a bike rider come that close to your car that you can open the door?
That happens a lot.
Really?
Yeah, in many places that'll happen a lot. And bike riders, man, that is one of their pet peeves. If they're going down the road and suddenly a car door swings open from like a parallel parking spot on the side of the road, because bike riders have been known to hit a car door that's swung open and they go flying over. It's totally dangerous. So this radio guy, this Kramer guy, when he went to do mornings some years ago, for whatever reason, they suggested, if you see a bike rider coming, open your car door. I'm like, what? When I heard about it, I'm like, why would you say that?
Don't a shock jock. Obviously joking, trying to make a joke, but
don't injure bike riders.
He was a shock jock.
All right, don't do that.
Didn't he get fired from FLZ for giving out Hanson's number and it was fake? But he said the first digit
was the emergency number,
and then the county got overrun by teenagers calling. The emergency number.
Fired from every city.
He was giving away some hot concert ticket, and he gave out the number. The first 3 digits were the emergency number that you dial.
Who would fall for that?
I don't know, but people were dialing this number, and the first 3 digits, it connected people to 911. What are you doing? Don't do that. So all these kids at night are calling to win tickets for Hanson or something. Anyway,
Kramer's the best.
All right, let me give out the 1K song of the day title. Then Froggy, we've got your deal. I got to finish up with the SUV thing because the tire vandals are now hitting all over America. So hold on, I'll give you the update on that. The 1K song of the day here on the MJ Morning Show and Q105 is Footloose, Kenny Loggins. Now, listen for Footloose by Kenny Loggins. It will run sometime between 9 and 5 today. It could happen more than once. When you hear Footloose by Kenny Loggins, be the 7th caller, 800-990-1047, and win $1,000. So the 1K song of the day here on Q105, 104.7 FM, Footloose, Kenny Loggins. There you have it. All right, so the environmental group that started doing this in the UK, letting air out of tires and then putting a little obnoxious notes about, hey, you're ruining the planet, you son of a, whatever. Well, it's spreading to the United States. So there's a little heads up, little warning that if you drive an SUV or what some will consider a larger SUV, that some of these environmentalist nuts, they're letting air out of tires now here in the United States and leaving the notes. It has happened multiple times now in New York, Chicago, and the San Francisco Bay Area as well. I hope it does not happen here in the other Bay Area. As far as I'm concerned, this is the Bay Area. This is the Tampa Bay area.
I was watching a Formula One race a couple weeks ago in Britain.
Yep.
In the middle of the race, 10 10 of these guys just run out in the middle of the track and sit down.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and the cars are going like 180 miles per hour past them.
Protesters sat down in the middle of the track?
In the middle of the fastest cars in the world. And then they got scared, and then they got up and just ran because they're so frightened.
Oh, my God.
Because those cars are gas guzzlers.
Those don't get good mileage, do
No,
they?
no.
Yeah, what are the miles per gallon on that thing?
1?
Yeah, maybe. All right, Froggy, you ready?
Let me go get Hal, yeah.
Oh, yeah, why don't you go get Hal? Ladies and gentlemen, it is the launch. It is the maiden voyage of a brand new Froggy Hal Herman production. It's called The Impression Connection. So, ladies and gentlemen, MJ Morning Show listeners far and wide, this is your chance to call in and participate. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Hal Herman. Hal?
A better introduction, please.
Yeah, that was a really sucky one, MJ. I'm not going to lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Impression Connection. Here's the host, star of the show, Hal Herman.
Now we're cooking with peanut oil. How's it going, everybody? My name is Hal Herman. Welcome to...
Hold on. Is that your new... Oh, hang on.
Hold on, not yet. Here it comes.
The Impression Connection.
That was good. Hal,
So good.
Hal, some people have complained that you got to stop yelling.
Why do you think I... Really?
Stop.
I don't think I yell.
All right. Is that your new catchphrase, peanut oil? What'd you say?
Now we're cooking with peanut oil. That's it. That's my new catchphrase. That means things are going to be on fire.
All right. Explain what listeners need to do right now.
Let's load up the phone lines. What's the number here? MJ, give it out.
It's written out. It's written down right here.
I can't see that far. My glasses are foggy.
800-990-1047.
Yes, that's the number.
The Impression Connection is simple. We explain the contest. We get.
It's so simple.
All
right, we're gonna load up the lines.
Hold on. Can you have Froggy explain it?
Oh, hang on. I'll get Froggy. Hey, Froggy. What? Just gonna explain it. Then what do you do? Okay.
Explain the contest.
Thanks, Hal. Right. So we have a bucket of impressions, celebrity impressions here, and there's about 40 of them.
Who came up with these names?
They are the most. I think Hal did actually.
All right, so MJ, we have a beer bucket.
Oh, it's a Coors Light beer bucket,
and then on the front he put a paper sign that's held on by duct tape.
That's the official Impression Connection bucket.
Impression Connection bucket.
We need Impression Connection logo.
Okay.
And in here,
it looks like the art department did a phenomenal job in that prop.
Yeah.
By
As
the
you
way,
can see, hundreds and hundreds of celebrities are in
There's
there.
probably like 15.
Inside the bucket,
hundreds.
Inside the bucket, there are slips of paper that contain the names of celebrities.
Yes.
So we get a caller on the line, and the caller then picks either Roxanne, myself, MJ, Fester, or Froggy on who they want to select the name. Then that chosen person on the show
does the impression.
Has to do the impression of the celebrity that's on the piece of paper, and then the caller needs to guess who it is.
It's really simple.
All right.
Load up the phone lines. 1-800-990-1047. All
right, let's go.
All right, I'm ready. How about you? Are you guys ready?
I'm
Are
excited.
you warmed up? Are you Roxanne? Are you ready? MJ, you ready? You don't know who's going to get picked. You don't know who's going to get picked. You don't know who's going to get picked.
Froggy, stop. Froggy, stop yelling.
The fake microphone doesn't broadcast on the air. You know that,
Just
right?
bring it down a little bit. Just take it down. All right, let's go to phones right now. If you want to be a contestant on the maiden voyage of the Impression Connection.
This might be the only one.
I don't know.
Listen,
this is like a test kitchen right here.
This is like a pilot. Hopefully it doesn't crash like Sully.
MJ, after we do the guy who landed the plane on the Hudson?
Yeah, I mean, it could crash. This whole bit could crash, and then maybe Sully could save it.
What a dumb reference.
Terrible reference.
Phones are loaded. Let's go. Let's grab Will. Will.
This is me mixing up the names.
Stop mixing up the names.
Let's go, Will.
All right, Will is in Riverview. Hey, Will, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. How are you?
Hey, morning, guys. Love your content.
Thank you, Will.
That's the weirdest compliment I've ever heard, Will.
We love your contents as well.
Will, here's the deal. Who do you want to play? Which celebrity on the MJ Morning Show would you like to play first? Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, or me?
I think I'm going to pick...
Oh, that's Roxanne.
Oh my on, Roxanne. You want who to play? Do that again. All right.
We know who that is.
Oh my God! Will is making this noise.
Yes, that is officially your new name.
That is a noise that Roxanne made recently while doing a commercial. So
that's your new name.
All right, Will has chosen clearly Roxanne.
Oh, here we go
for the impression connection.
All right, give me the bucket.
Now, don't you cheat. We're going to be watching you.
All right.
Okay.
You got to do the impression. Don't say it. You're going to look at the name.
Don't look.
Roxanne, reach in, reach her, and grab a slip of paper.
Welcome to the impression.
Grab one, Roxanne. Put them back.
Roxanne.
Grab one.
Oh no! Oh, Froggy. I'm sorry, Hal. Oh, we're not supposed to say who it is. But,
No.
I grabbed like 3 by accident.
Just grab one sheet of paper.
How do you grab 3?
You're ruining my game. Grab one.
All right, don't say who it is.
All right.
Oh, I can't do this.
Okay, of course you can. It doesn't matter. You have to.
I don't say who the celebrity is. Now you need to do an impersonation, an impression of that celebrity, and Will needs to guess who it is. All right, Roxanne.
Will, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to try my best.
Go.
Yeah, I'm a psychologist, and I was on stage one time, and I fell through the stage.
No, wait a minute. No, you're not playing the game right.
No.
You got to do the voice of the person. You can't give facts about it.
This isn't a biography.
I literally can't do that voice.
She's doing a damn book report on the person.
I know who it is, and I could actually do somewhat of an impression.
Yeah, I wish you picked MJ.
Okay.
All right, Will, do you have any idea, based on what Roxanne just said, any idea who the celebrity is that you need to identify?
Nah, just off the top of my head, maybe Dr. Phil.
Okay, that's not a terrible guess.
Not a guess based on what I said.
All right, so
you didn't even do her impression. You're just like,
I don't know how to do his voice.
Everything Roxanne said was actually false about the guy because he's a
psychiatrist.
He's a thespian.
And a thespian.
Well, he's an actor.
Yes.
He's an actor.
But he played like a psychologist or do I need to...
Let's pass
Yes,
it to
you
MJ.
do it. I'm passing it to MJ.
Let me...
God.
This is like what's... okay, I'm passing.
Yeah. Ooh, we can do pass.
Now, let me just make sure I know who it is. Where's the slip of paper?
You know it.
You know it.
You know it.
Yeah. All right. So, Will, I'm going to pick up here and see if you know who the celebrity is. Here we go. Okay, let's go to the phones. I'm going to try to help people with their psychological problems.
That is so good.
That was amazing. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
Where's Willis? I don't. What's that?
All right, do you have any idea, Will, do you have any idea who it is?
Was that MJ?
Jesus.
Well, no. Yeah.
Well, a real celebrity.
I did the impression, but what celebrity am I impersonating?
I have no idea.
Okay, maybe it's the celebrity called for his brother Niles.
Niles? Where are you, Niles?
I mean, come on, sir.
Oh, is that Chelsea Grammer?
See, Roxanne, that's how you do it. You don't go, well, I'm a psychiatrist.
I was born in 1956.
You've got to do the holier than thou. I'm Kelsey Grammer. Hello.
Kelsey Grammer. Okay.
That would have been
to
great.
fall off the stage now.
All right. Will, thanks for the call. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for trying to blow up my game, Roxanne.
Admittedly, we're off to a rough start.
Admittedly.
Yeah, this game sucks.
No,
it's
You
going to
don't
get better.
know.
No, it's just a little turbulence getting off the ground. Next one's going to be much better.
Let me mix up the names here.
Yeah,
As long as Rob doesn't pick Roxanne.
I hear. Hey, Penny is in Tampa. Hey, Penny, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Penny.
What do you think of the game, Penny? Isn't it awesome? I thought so.
Don't yell at Penny.
All right, Penny, which member of the MJ Morning Show would you like to play with? Oh, that didn't sound right.
Oh, yeah.
MJ.
Obviously, me.
I guess I'm going to have to go with MJ.
Oh,
Yeah. MJ.
All right.
The best impressionist in the room, I must say.
Give me your bucket of suck it. Give me your bucket.
That's a better name.
Bucket of suck it. Here we go.
There's the bucket of suck it.
I'm pulling out.
Let's see.
I'm pulling out a celebrity name. I have it, and all right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
This is going to be a good man. Okay,
All
pay
right.
attention.
All right, so Penny, I'm going to do an impersonation, the impression connection. You tell me who I'm impersonating. Are you ready, Penny?
Yes.
A penny for your thoughts. Here we go. Right. It's not a tumor.
Oh.
Oh, God. Anything else?
Eddie?
I'll be back.
I slept with my nanny.
Why couldn't Roxanne have gotten that one?
Now you're coming out with these hands.
All right, so
What?
Oh my God, Penny just hung up.
Penny is the easiest one on earth.
Penny just hung up.
Penny, you creeped her out when you said a penny for your thoughts, you molester.
She just hung up.
Man, Penny, I guess, doesn't like the game.
Maybe she got disconnected.
We need all new people to call in.
Yeah, give the phone number out again.
Well, hold on. I'm going to go to another line now.
A couple of phone lines just opened up.
But I gotta finish up.
Oh, sorry.
I gotta finish up. I'm going to take a new line
That
here.
might be the easiest one on earth. And Penny's like, I don't know, I'm out.
Let me go to Charles next. Hi, Charles. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
All right, Charles, you need to pick up where Penny, apparently she got scared and ran. So
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
That was easier than easy, baby.
Look at that. You got it.
Thank you, Charles.
Charles, thank you for saving the day here. All right, 800-990-1047.
Okay, now we're in the zone.
Yeah, 800. If you want to play Impression Connection, I'm only going to do a few more of these because this is wearing me the hell out. All right,
What are you talking about? This is amazing.
All right, this is really good. I dig this.
If you want to play,
Thank you.
What did you say?
He
I said thank you.
Oh, I thought I heard something else. I thought,
you know.
All right, 800-990-1047 if you want to play Impression Connection. Let's grab, how about Les? Les is in Newport Richie.
Right. Hey, less is more, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Bring it on. Let's roll.
Bring it on. Let's go. All right, Les, welcome. Which member of the MJ Morning Show do you want to play Impression Connection with?
Uncle Fester.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it done, Les. Come on, baby.
Here's the bucket of suck it.
All right, Fester's pulling out a name out of the bucket.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I have no idea what it is. All right. All right, Fester, go ahead.
Sounds good.
Hold on, Les. Hold on.
Let's go. Come on.
Think. Damn it. This is a tough one.
It's tough.
It's a tough one.
It's hard.
It's tough. Hold on. Little bit.
All right, Fester,
little bit.
Dude, what are you having a
I want you to
are you stroking out?
Listen, Listen, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. Stop.
Speak. It's a radio show. You're getting verklempt.
Listen, hold on.
You're becoming a mute.
MJ, I wish you knew who it was. It's the easiest one.
MJ, you're pissing me off. Right now, you talking to me like this, you're kind of pissing me off.
I know who it is.
I'd hate to have to whack you.
All right, who do you think it is, Les?
Listen.
I didn't hear him.
Wait, listen, Les. Couple things. One, Les, I think you're a schmuck. Two, I'm gonna hit you with my car when I see you.
Who is he? Les.
Little bit.
Oh, shoot.
I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you.
Think
Les.
about it a little bit.
Think about it a little bit. This is a terrible.
It's the guy with the funky hair.
Okay, all right.
He said funky.
Oh, he said funky?
Les, you said funky, right?
Hold on.
What'd you say, Les?
I said the guy. I know the guy's got the funky hair.
The funky hair.
Yes.
I hit the dump button. I thought something else was said.
I have never heard anybody who could mispronounce the word funky so much.
He played on Joe Dirt when he
No.
He was not on Joe Dirt.
Hey,
no.
Listen.
You see, all that confusion got me all confused.
Listen,
Les.
he's a made man. Les, you were a made man, but now you're getting whacked.
What are you doing with the cup? What is that?
Okay. Al Pacino or
Close.
Or the other one.
Al Pacino or De Niro.
Yeah! He got it.
Is it
De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
There you go.
My God.
That was a tough one to get started.
It's
There
like
you go.
pulling teeth out with the pliers.
All right, Les, thanks for playing. I thought he.
I just saw Bobby De Niro at the film festival.
Oh, God,
Oh,
Bobby.
that's right. That's right.
Here's Fester's impression of De Niro.
How do you think De Niro would have if he was choking at a restaurant?
Fester doing an impression, just going.
It took. First of all, De Niro is a big okay?
Come on, let's go. Take another call.
Come on.
All right, so if you didn't hear, Roxanne was hobnobbing with all the celebrities recently at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah, you should have said that. Oh, yeah, my festival.
Including Bobby De Niro.
Yeah, he was there, and he was talking to everybody. I didn't even see him. He was right. Yeah, he was there.
All right, my jury's still out on this game, on this impression
what are you talking
connection.
about? I think it's so fun.
All right,
I love this game.
Let's grab Melissa in Hudson. Melissa, MJ Morning Show. Hi, Melissa. Which MJ Morning Show member would you like to play with?
How about MJ?
Okay.
Oh man, I'm getting selected again. All right.
Well,
all right, Melissa. Let me grab the bucket, and I'm pulling out.
In there.
By the way, let me show this to the camera. If you're watching MJ TV, or if you want to watch later on, because all of our broadcast, you can watch us live. Every single show we stream live on video, and if you can't watch us live from 6 to 10, every video is posted later on, and you can watch any show whenever you want. When you go to mjmorningshow.com and you click on MJ TV. All right, so I'm holding this awful Coors Light impression connection bucket.
That was special made for the impression connection.
And inside are all the names, so I'm picking out another celebrity. All right, here we go, Melissa. All right. All right,
Melissa.
All right, here we go. This is the celebrity impression. Listen carefully. Tell me which celebrity this is. I'm tired of the mother bleeping snakes on the mother bleeping plane.
Oh my God!
It's Samuel L. Jackson.
That's about all you can do with
That
him.
was so good.
That's how you play the game.
Or what's in your wallet?
Yeah,
right?
That would have been good.
Doesn't he also does Capital One commercials, right?
What's in your wallet?
Wow, Melissa, that was great.
Melissa, what do you think of the game? Isn't it amazing?
No, it sucks.
Yeah. It's
Melissa with the sarcasm.
We roll on.
Melissa, maybe we don't. Maybe
that might be a good way to end it.
Maybe that concludes the impression connection right there.
No, I want more. Fester got to do one.
Oh, okay.
We got people in the line.
We got 10 people out. People don't drop off.
Don't
people.
drop off.
All right.
It rolls on.
All right, fine. We'll go back to phones. Let's grab Miguel. Hey, Miguel. How's Holly? You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Miguel. Welcome.
Good morning, folks.
All right, Miguel, are you ready to play First of all, what do you think of Impression Connection?
I like it better than that Madonna song I couldn't get a couple months ago.
8-bit hit.
Yes. Look at that.
8-bit hit. Ooh.
All my game shows are mediocre
Guys,
at best.
A repeat customer here on the MJ Morning Show. We like loyal customers.
Yeah, yes.
All right, Miguel, which member of the MJ Morning Show would you like to play Impression Connection with?
Let's go with Uncle Fester. Let's try it.
All right, here we go.
Everybody called you Uncle.
What
dropped the uncle years ago.
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
You want to hear Fester lock up again and not say anything?
All right, hold on. Listen, it was pretty great. Okay.
All right, Fester's just reached in, pulled out a celebrity. All right, Fester, what's the celebrity? Go.
Well, hello. Who are you?
Well, hello, boys. How are you today? MJ, you're looking very beautiful. I can tell you what right now. You are very lucky, MJ, because I love shorter men with curly hair, and you are just my kind of guy. I would like to invite every one of you to come down to Rooms to Go and experience my collection. I have the most comfortable couches in the business.
What the?
First of all, Miguel.
I have a successful TV
career.
Yeah.
I too have a very Latino name. I think this is a Latino name. I don't know.
Very lucky what?
I said not lucky. Latino.
Who is that, Miguel?
So it's
I'm very voluptuous.
So it's a Latina actress.
Sí.
Right?
Sí.
Who happens to be on Rooms.
She's Colombian. Colombian.
Oh, MJ.
Who happens to be on Rooms to Go commercials.
Rooms to Go commercials with my entire collection of couches, ottomans, tables, chairs, the whole house. I could.
Vergara?
Oh,
Yes! Good job!
Sophia Vergara.
That was really good, Faster.
Not bad.
That was really good.
Or it was
The
muy
lady
bien.
with the nice rack on.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's not be
that's too far
disrespectful.
off.
What's the matter with the callers? Our callers drunk.
You say
It's
nice.
like the callers or the shock jocks.
It's
Get the hell out of here, Miguel.
All right, Miguel, thank you, buddy. Thanks for playing. Are we done with this yet?
No.
Everybody loves it but you.
All right, every line is cranked here. Every line is jammed up.
It's amazing.
Let's grab Nick in Clearwater. Nick, you're on the MJ Morning Show with Froggy and Hal Herman's Impression Connection. Nick, which member of the MJ Morning Show would you like to partner with? Go.
I think we need to hear Fester one more time.
Oh, my God.
Fester.
All right.
There's other people in the room.
All right.
3 in a row.
You're free
He
to,
is good.
You're free to pick
Fester is picking another celebrity out of the bucket. All right, Fester, go ahead and make an impression of that celebrity. Go.
You know, MJ, I gotta say, as I'm sitting here courtside at the Lakers game, I want you to know, I think your radio show is terrible.
That is
Here's Johnny!
Jack Nicholson.
There you go.
you got it.
What was that first part?
Have you ever?
You know him, because Jack Nicholson, famous for his courtside seats at the Lakers
But you know
games.
how
Yeah.
to play this game, man. I'll tell you what.
I'm on fire.
Now you got it. Now it's like words are coming out of your mouth.
Hey, Nick, pretty good, buddy.
Good job.
Now, Nick, honestly, do you think this game should be a one-hit wonder, or do you like it or you hate it?
Nah, bring it back. I'm doing a road trip with the wife and kids, and we're cracking up. It's great.
All right, thank you, Nick.
I don't understand what's not to like about this. We're participating, all these
Yeah.
participating celebrities.
All right.
Froggy,
It's a team
here's the
effort.
problem with the game,
Yeah.
Froggy, is that after we go through the top 40 celebrities,
Yeah, yes.
then it's like, hey, were you the clerk? Were you the coffee guy on Friends?
Well, it's
really
a very limited edition.
It gets obscure very quickly.
I think he died recently.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Did he?
The coffee guy on the
I had a way
yeah.
to break down the vibe.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right,
MJ,
I'll take his name out of the bucket.
Hey, Nick. Nick, drive safely. Enjoy your family road trip. Hi to Nick's family, everybody.
All right, hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick's family.
How about Shirley in Clearwater?
Shirley.
Shirley, you can't be serious. All right, Shirley, which member of the MJ Morning Show would you like to team up with on Impression Connection?
We haven't heard from Froggy yet.
Oh, good point.
Good
Okay,
one.
yeah. All right, Froggy, you're up. Okay. All right, okay, cool.
All right, I'm holding the bucket. Froggy, you pick one.
All right, Froggy is picking a name out.
Not very good at impressions, guys.
Yeah, you are barely good at game shows.
Yeah. All right, here it is. Froggy, go ahead and deliver the impression. Shirley, let's see if you can get it. Go.
Would you bleep me?
What?
What? Precious, where's my precious?
Oh,
Do you want to pass to me?
Ma'am, could you help me put this in the trunk?
well, hold on a minute. That's a character in a movie. It's not an
Yes.
actor.
Yes. Yeah, who am I? Hello?
Shirley.
Wait,
I'm
is
gonna
she some great big
Shirley,
fat woman?
I'm gonna murder you and wear your skin.
All right, stop it, Froggy.
Yeah, doing it good. Who is it?
I don't know. I'm scared, though.
Froggy, what are you doing? Get out of here, Froggy. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
All right. Do we move to somebody else? I guess. Hey, Shirley, thanks for playing along. I appreciate it. All right, KK is in St. Petersburg. KK, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, welcome.
Okay.
I love this game. I have never laughed so hard at you guys, I swear.
All right, so
Thank you.
Can we just say who? Does she get
no,
Froggies?
she has to guess this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the actor's name is, but it's the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Put some lotion in the basket.
Yeah, Froggy was doing James Gum or Buffalo Bill from.
I had a chance. Are you a size 16?
He qualifies to be in the bucket of impression socket.
I actually helped Hal with that one. I suggested that one because you and I like to do that impression,
Yeah,
MJ.
but it's not. It's.
But it's
you
an
know,
impression.
I want my own impression, though. I want my own impression.
Yeah, well, that's right. All right, so you got. You know what? That's a new rule I'm inventing. So you got the old one. Now you get to start fresh.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Which member of the MJ Morning Show do you want to do the game with?
I'm going to give WW another chance.
Oh, my God, Roxanne.
Give me the bucket.
Here's
There's
a
a bucket of celebrities.
Here's another one for Roxanne.
Now,
is
you
up.
know how to play now. Don't just start spitting out facts about the person.
Roxanne, you can't look, Roxanne.
Roxanne, give it to me. Come on.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
All right, I got to get in character, so there's going to be a little silence. Hold on, please. Guys, talk amongst yourselves.
I think this is I think it's the last one.
No, Andrew, we got dozens more. We got 100 callers here.
All right, go ahead.
Why do you?
Yeah, I'd like to take psychedelic mushrooms now. I beat up a guy on a plane, and I bit another boxer's ear off.
Mike Tyson.
Yes!
Mike Tyson!
You sounded like like a weird midget. What the hell was that?
Roxanne, the game isn't.
You're giving out facts and you sound nothing like that. You should
Roxanne, Mike Tyson would be like, yeah, so I had this guy behind me on the airplane, and he wouldn't he wouldn't leave me alone, so I decided I'd bash his face in. He was bothering me, and I bashed his face in.
Oh, but Roxanne has the perfect voice for Mike Tyson, so that was great.
You're like, I bit off somebody's ear one time.
Yeah, if she would have used her perfect voice, you would have been right, KK.
I like psychedelic drugs.
MJ, maybe you're right.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
We got to do one more. Hang on.
All right, last one.
All right, fine. John's the last one.
One more, and I got to move on. Last one on the Impression Connection. John in South Pasadena. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi, John.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing well. Are you ready to be the last contestant and possibly the final ever for this game?
Yes, sir.
Who do you want to play with? Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, or me?
I'm going to go to Roxanne.
Another Roxanne. All right, where's the bucket? You still have the bucket? All right, last one.
Roxanne, if you mess this up, this is the last one.
Yes.
That means it has to be good.
No looking, Rox. Reach in.
Roxanne reaching into the
Grab
bucket,
one.
pulling out a name.
Just grab
one.
one.
I'm trying to do like multiple things at the same time here.
Just grab the bucket.
How about doing the radio show?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Do other things.
So I have to tell you, someone just said that was by far the most awful Mike Tyson impression I've ever heard. So I'm trying to do these impressions and have confidence, and
Roxanne,
I'm
was
being
terrible.
bombarded with.
It was
okay.
terrible.
You're overthinking.
It was right.
You're overthinking.
Roxanne's getting distracted by text messages now saying that her Mike Tyson was horrendous. All right, here we go. You ready? Go.
I'm ready.
Do it. Here's your impression.
I like the good life too much. I'm not good at going on stage night after night and on wet Wednesday afternoons. I am
wet Wednesday afternoons?
Hey, we used to have wet Wednesdays back in Channel 2 Way About News.
Is she talking about Elton John?
no.
Well, Elton John had a couple of wet Wednesdays.
Okay.
He had some titillating Tuesdays also.
Okay. Clarice, do you like fava beans? What is it? And what kind of wine is it?
A nice Chianti?
A nice Chianti.
You got to make the sound.
Jodie Foster.
No.
I'm not
It's the guy that was creeping on Jodie Foster.
Right, yeah. I can't think of his name.
I'm actually there's a 3-letter word in front of my name because I am knighted.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna get
I have no idea.
It's Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
Anthony Hopkins, who played, of course, Hannibal Lecter.
That was a way to end it.
Anyway,
Thanks, Hal. It ended on a dud.
Yeah, you guys really ended it on a good one.
Okay.
Stop.
Go again, John. Go again.
John just hung up.
Well, John's
depressed now.
John's gonna commit suicide now.
John, don't
come
do
on,
that.
John. It's okay.
Hey, guys, what are you doing?
fault.
You end the game with the biggest turd of a dud ever.
All right, first of all, that was a terrible name to put in the bucket. Who put Anthony Hopkins in the bucket?
MJ, I'm looking at all the...
That was a Roxanne
No, it was not.
That was
Hal.
awful.
Hal's a liar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes.
Screw this! You know, I try to come up with something new, and now all I get is a bunch of crap. I'm sick of it.
All right, stop throwing stuff.
You shut your face.
All right, can I tell you, MJ, I'm looking at the rest of the pieces of paper in the bucket.
Yeah.
And it is possible that we picked the 6 or 7 worst names. Stop.
Well, no, don't give them out in case we play the game again.
Yes, there's a chance.
All right, I'm going to save all the unused ones we're going to save. Save all the
Let me
unused
make
ones.
sure. Here you go. Here's your game.
Oh, no.
There's your game.
All right, no. But hold on.
Froggy
I'm hungry.
Froggy just put all of the slips of paper in his mouth.
Do the last impression.
He's chewing
Jane gum, loser.
That was a dumb one.
That was my choice.
There's your
Thank
impression
you.
connection.
Froggy just put all the remaining slips of paper in his mouth and he's chewing them.
And you know what the crazy thing is? He threw the garbage can, so he has no place to put the paper. You have to swallow. Swallow the paper. Swallow it.
My God, what is going on? Anyway, listen, a lot of people seem to like the contest, but
A lot of people hated
It's
it
the
too.
execution.
I don't know if that's
problem.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. That might have been the last one ever. All right, boy, man, that wore me out, man. I'm telling you right now.
Someone said if you ever do this game again, maybe you should practice the names.
That's the
in
point.
advance.
The point is not to practice it. The point is to.
No, it's spontaneous.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Listen, we don't think every idea completely through.
Hey, did you hear about this woman that claims that she pranked her ex with like an automated Google voice, trying to make him think that it was Amazon calling for like an order confirmation?
What?
All right, here's the deal. This woman allegedly posed as an automated Amazon telephone call to pull one over on what she said was this toxic ex-boyfriend. So she pretended that she was Amazon calling. You know, you can go online, you can get like the computer speech generator online. That's what this woman did. Sarah Lupica. And I'm trying to determine whether this is real or fake, but you guys haven't heard this yet?
Lupica.
All right, here's the deal. This woman uses the computer-generated voice to pretend that it's an Amazon animated phone call, calling her ex, Connor Hughes. And Connor ordered something allegedly from Amazon, and she tries to pull off the confirmation. Here, listen to what happened. Listen, tell me if you think this is real or fake.
Hello?
Hello, Connor Hughes. This is Amazon calling to confirm your purchase of Preparation H Hemorrhoid Relief Ointment. To confirm this order, say confirm. To cancel this order, say cancel.
Cancel.
I heard you say confirm, is that correct?
No, cancel.
Thank you so much for confirming your order of
No,
Preparation
stop.
H
Cancel.
Hemorrhoid Relief Ointment. To update your shipping address or to speak with a consultant, please press 1 now. Due to the unexpected high volume of calls, the wait time is currently 50. Please enjoy our specially selected hold line music.
50 minutes.
I don't with you. You little stupid. Same with you.
This is the old music.
What the hell?
All right.
Sounds like a Richard and Judith call.
Do you think that's real or fake?
Sounds like a crank call to me.
Yeah.
Sounds fake.
The woman claims that she pulled one over, pranked her ex.
Here's why it's fake.
Yeah.
Nobody talks into the phone. Like, what? Preparation H? Cancel. I don't buy it.
I don't know.
I think it's all act.
That thing has been viewed over 3.5 million times
And
so
you've
far.
answered your own question right there.
Yeah.
Everything. If I see it on social media or on TikTok or on
Crank
Facebook
calls that we've
Shorts,
done in our careers that haven't gotten 3 million views.
That's the problem these days, is that everyone is trying to be this stupid TikTok famous. TikTok is ruining humanity. It is a Chinese spy operation, which that's a whole different story.
But our TikTok is killing it, right, Fest?
Listen, I told Fester to erase it because I don't want to be part of the TikTok, Chinese communist data gathering
the MJ Morning
spy
Show
operation.
TikTok account is now just a squatter account where we have our own name to keep it away from the terrorists.
So now we're just squatting the damn thing. Anyway, I think that's a staged bit because what's happening now, people are just coming up with stuff. And some can pull it off, so you question, is that real or fake or staged, or did it really happen spontaneously? But people are trying their best to create content that looks spontaneous because everyone wants to be, flipping social media famous these days.
They all have the same cadence when they do these stories, too. When you hear them on TikTok or wherever, they're like, and then my breast was swollen. Okay, back to the story. Like, it sounds like a script. Like, they all talk like they're trying to act. I think it's fake.
Get them views.
Yeah, I'm not buying that it's real. If you want to lose weight, if you're trying to lose weight, what is the secret?
Tapeworm.
No.
A tapeworm works very, very well.
Sure it does.
The biggest problem with a tapeworm, I'll tell you, is removing it.
Researchers are saying that it is more important to eat less versus exercising.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
They just figured that out to eat less?
Yep. How about that?
Wow,
Yep.
eat less.
Yep.
Okay.
So
let me write that down.
Then how do you feed the tapeworm?
Well, here's the deal. Researchers are saying that what has a bigger effect in people losing weight is just eat less, not like a total exercise regimen where you're killing yourself. That if you really want to lose weight, the real ultimate key. Listen, I'm not downplaying exercise. Exercise is important for your physical health, for your mental health. There's nothing like, good exercise, a good sweat, getting your heart rate up. Of course, continue to exercise, but researchers are saying that really what makes the biggest difference is just shutting your pie hole, eating less. Yeah, skinny people did 23% less physical activity and consume 12% less calories. So those that are skinnier eat less and they actually exercise less as well. Some of the findings from the study.
When you go to work out, you actually gain weight. If you're trying to lose weight and you're like, okay, I'm going to try to lose weight, I'm going to work out and I'm going to diet. When you first start that weight training or workout program, you'll see that you'll add pounds and it frustrates you. And then you stop.
Well, just a little weight loss tip from the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, quickly, I don't want to dwell on this because we've talked about it a lot this week, but we were talking about the self-checkout, Wednesday maybe?
2 days. We talked about it 2 days.
Yesterday. We talked about it earlier this week as well about the self-checkout situation and this lawyer that was online with a couple of videos about do not use self-checkout at Walmart and other places because it could be a trap. You might accidentally not scan something. Next thing you know, you're getting tackled. You're being arrested. They drag you back to the Walmart little dungeon interrogation room. They got you under a hot light like Newman, who he's the only one sweating. Jerry's cool, calm, and collected. But the whole self-checkout thing, people make mistakes. And if you make a mistake because they're forcing you to do the labor, then they can come at you and have you charged. And guess what? Latest story. An Arizona woman is now claiming that she was arrested for shoplifting. She says she made an innocent mistake using the self-serve checkout at Walmart. And now she's calling for regulation on the machines for the self-checkout. This woman's in her 60s. She didn't want to be identified. She spoke to Tucson television station KGUN, and she said she was in total shock from the experience. The cops hit her with a petty theft citation because she forgot to scan some items. She said, I absolutely had no knowledge, let alone the intention of paying. I had no knowledge, and she had the intention of paying for everything, and here she made a mistake. And then Walmart is coming down on her like a ton of bricks. Cops gave her a citation. But listen, apparently, listen to this. The same Walmart in Tucson, Arizona, 62 people have been arrested between January 21 and April 22. And a bunch of them claimed that it was an accidental mistake with the self-checkout thing. Yeah, one shopper claimed she was arrested by cops who said that the amount stolen was over $30. Never been arrested in my life. This is an issue. This is a problem where people are getting, honest people are making some mistakes or something doesn't scan, and the next thing they know, they're in cuffs, and Walmart's like prosecuting to the fullest extent of the law. I think we ought to all just boycott the self-checkouts is what we ought to do.
Yeah, if they had lanes open, I would. However, they don't.
Well, that's the other thing. They're like Walmart, they're pushing people. They're reducing the actual cashier staff and closing lanes, and they're moving people to the self-checkout. And save a whole bunch of money on labor. So just a little warning, folks. Heads up. Warning, warning, warning. We have an update. You know the whole Subway tuna, whether it's real or fake?
Yes.
We have a real serious update on Subway and the claim that the tuna is not real. That whole thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Significant update next and a whole lot more on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 8:53. Roxanne was just showing me all of the texts that rolled in during the impression connection game. And, hey, listen, I'll fall on the sword, man. People seem to love it.
They love it. When people lose bladder control, that's what we're going for.
Oh.
But then the one caller said it sucked. Remember that hung up on us or whatever?
No, they didn't. They didn't. They said that they like this one better than 8-bit because they lost at 8-bit.
One person said it sucked, but I think you were just leading him.
Yeah.
I was leading the witness. Is that it? Objection leading.
Conjecture.
No, it's not conjecture. Conjecture.
You can't please all the people all the time.
Well, Hal's very upset the way you treated him, so we don't even know if he's ever going to come back.
You got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. We got Springsteen tickets. We'll give them away. Springsteen just announced we'll start the U.S. tour right here in the Tampa Bay area, and that's going to happen in 6 minutes. We'll give away Springsteen tickets. The show is Feb 1 of 23, so it's next winter. Got your tickets before you can even buy them. We gave away tickets on Wednesday, gave away tickets on Thursday, and we're giving away tickets in minutes. Stand by. We'll take exactly what a call in. We have an update on the Subway tuna story. Now, you remember the deal. You remember the story, right? That this, was it 2 women out in California? They claimed that Subway was not using real tuna.
That was the claim.
In their tuna sub, and then Subway started hitting back and, saying, no, it's 100% tuna. They guaranteed it. And these 2 women, they said, no, it's not. Now, what was the story? Because then, Fester, I gave you one job.
God.
Do you remember?
I can't believe you care so much about a stupid tuna sandwich.
Well, when this story first broke,
the testing.
Remember, I wanted Fester to test. And I gave you, we would have been so far ahead of the curve here.
Yeah.
I gave you the order. I said, Fester, go to a couple Subways, go get some tuna subs. And then I know for a fact there's like a food testing place right here in Tampa.
No, you don't.
You
don't know that for a fact because you didn't say, go to this place. You said, find a place.
We used them years ago for something on the MJ Morning Show years ago, back in like 2008 or something. So I gave Fester one job to do, and then Fester obviously dropped the ball. But Subway came whacking back, and Subway said that it's 100% tuna in here. Well, the update is a judge says that Subway can be sued over the claims that the tuna subs contain other fish species or other animal products, that it's not all tuna. Yeah, Subway says that any findings of other ingredients are due to cross-contamination. Subway still says, hey, 100%. So Subway, according to a judge, this is a federal judge out in California, ruled this week that Subway can be sued over claims that it's misleading customers when it says the tuna products are 100% tuna. And the suit originally was filed back in 2021 by an Oakland, California area resident named Nilima Amin, and she claimed that Subway's tuna products partially or wholly lack tuna as an ingredient.
This is such a crap lawsuit.
It really is. You never think when you go into the sandwich business and you make a tuna sandwich that you're going to go down a litigious path.
So Subway obviously buys canned tuna, and they manufacture a tuna product.
Now, I don't know if Subway gets the tuna preparation shipped in already made, or if they're making the tuna. For instance, my kids like Jimmy John's, and there's a Jimmy John's not far from us right on Kennedy near West Shore. And if you look behind, you can see the huge cans of tuna on the shelf. So if you walk at the Jimmy John's on Kennedy near West Shore, if you walk over to the soda fountain, and my kids love a fountain drink with that, and Jimmy John's has the crushed ice they like. Instead of the cube, you get the crushed ice.
Okay, great. You could sue Jimmy John's later.
No. If you walk around to the soda machine, you can see in the back, and they've got huge cans of tuna. So I know that they have cans of tuna. I don't know if Subways make their own tuna or if it's sent in already processed. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
It's like Subway's, I don't think they cut their own meats in the store. I think there's like a central meat cutting facility and they send it sliced to the store. So nobody chops their finger off.
All right, Andrew's telling us we have a former Subway manager on hold. Listen, hey, folks, if you want to call in on this, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. But this federal judge says the case can go on. So the judge must feel, this is a federal judge in California, the judge must feel that there is ample evidence for the case to proceed, that there's other things than tuna, other fish or animal products inside the tuna product. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got to do it. We got to do the Springsteen tickets here also. I'll try to navigate. Hi. What's your name? I'm sorry. Lynn? Lynn or Len? Len?
Yep.
All right. What's the story? You used to work at Subway?
I used to be an assistant manager, and their tuna actually comes in a can, like any other sub place that you go to. And we just drained it, got all the juices out, add mayonnaise. That's it.
I mean, yeah. Then
So
you pick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, cross contamination, it could happen because if you ever go into a Subway, all the stuff is like right next to each other.
Yeah, you got the turkey breast, you have the whatever, the roast beef.
The chicken, the turkey, the ham, all that stuff.
Listen, this is good. Yeah, I'm happy to hear you call in. So a former Subway assistant manager. So you guys made the tuna on site, is what you're saying?
Correct.
So canned tuna, the mayonnaise, and whatever else. Like some spices, probably, right?
I think we added pepper. I'm not too sure. I cannot remember what spices, but it wasn't really a lot.
And was it a particular brand of tuna? Was it like Star Kiss? Star Kiss?
I don't think it was. I think it was just like a no-name.
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah, they Subway had private labeled tuna. That's not uncommon.
But it's good to hear that this guy's calling in. He's saying that it's tuna, mayo, and that's it. And maybe some pepper. Hey, Len, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Tastes like
All right,
tuna.
okay, I won the tickets.
No, nah.
Hang up and call back in a second.
Hang up and call back when I tell you to call in for the Springsteen tickets. But listen, the case is going to go forward, so we'll see what happens. All right, it is 9:01. I am 1 minute late. Time for Springsteen tickets, folks.
All right.
Bruce coming to Amalie Arena February 1st. What'd you just hit your face on the mic?
I just hit my nose.
You talk in front of a microphone all day in that big schnoz.
Are you all right? Dude, that was a clunk. That was like a rear-end car wreck.
Having a big nose.
You better call Kep Rouge and Green, your car accident microphone team.
Having a big nose is nothing but a curse.
Oh, my God.
That thing crushed my nose.
All right?
Yeah.
Dude, that was a thud.
I know. I feel it.
All right, let's go with, how about caller number, 30. All right, caller 30 right now. You got Springsteen tickets. Caller 30, Springsteen and the E Street Band, Amalie Arena on February 1st. Tickets do not go on sale until the 20th, but we're giving away the tickets right now. Caller number 30, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Caller 30 right now, 800-990-1047. Guys, if this got local attention, then I missed it.
What?
Did you hear about the wrestlers that were on an airplane and there was a theft of one of the female wrestlers' purse? And the wrestlers tracked the thief down and beat the crap out of him?
What wrestlers? Famous ones?
Like good ones?
All right, this is that. What is the new wrestling organization?
AEW?
Hang on, I've got
All Elite Wrestling?
Folks, this is a crazy, crazy story. And again, I don't know if this has gotten any play.
I haven't even heard about it. I follow all the wrestling news.
Do you really?
Of course I do. How do you think I know all about the Vince McMahon stuff?
It's NWA wrestlers.
NWA?
Yeah, so it's...
that's... Okay.
Tell me what NWA is.
National
Wrestling Association. It's just it's another organization.
All right, here's the story.
A small one that's only on YouTube.
All right, but really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. But listen, because it happened here. It's like a local story, and I saw it in the New York Post yesterday, and I'm like, wait a sec, did this not make any local news here? All right, here's the deal. Wrestlers with the NWA, Brian Idol and Natalia Markova, they were coming back to Tampa on a flight. They were taping, I guess, their wrestling stuff in Nashville. When they landed here in Tampa, the woman, Natalia Markova, couldn't find her purse. But what they didn't know is that when the purse was lost, it wasn't really misplaced. The purse was stolen. And then this started a whole chain of events, which ends up outside of the airport, miles away, and the thief getting tackled at a Walmart in Pinellas Park.
The one here on US 19, the big super Walmart?
It must be. This is crazy. So Markova told the New York Post that she'd suffered a minor injury while wrestling and was not all there during her flight. She didn't realize it until she exited the plane that she didn't have her purse. She went back to the gate. The gate agent went onto the plane because they'd already started boarding the next flight here at Tampa International. And they searched the plane. They searched her row. There's no purse there. Guess what? There was no purse there because the purse wasn't there because somebody took it. Somebody in their row stole her purse.
Oh, what a lowlife.
Is it another wrestler? This almost sounds like a wrestling angle.
I mean, guys, you got to hear what happened next. So they couldn't find her purse. They leave. Guess what? Here's where the story takes the Walmart turn. The wrestler Idol, what would I say his name was? I don't know.
I don't know. These guys aren't famous.
Brian Idol.
Yeah, these are real lower-end wrestlers.
Yeah,
I never heard of it.
But listen, the fact that it's a lower-end wrestling organization.
They're working their way up.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
could be tomorrow's stars.
Exactly. So this guy, Idol, says to her, hey, were your AirPods in your purse? And she says, yeah. Then they say, hey, we can use the Apple Find My whatever app to track down where the AirPods are. That's exactly what they did. So they start, trying to ping it. It didn't happen right away, but within 10 minutes.
What they do? Just drive around and try to?
Well, no, because it'll show you where it is. It'll
on a map.
On a map, you can see. Where's my phone? Where's my whatever?
Yeah, but any distance?
Yes.
Holy cow.
Dude, hey,
it's a track. It's all connected.
Yeah, we've got the Life 360 deal. I can see where my kids are in France right now.
That's creepy.
Right now, I can see I can see exactly what address they're at. So they start pinging on the AirPods, which are in her purse, and they drove. It took them to the Walmart in Pinellas Park. They got into an Uber, and they track the AirPods to Walmart in Pinellas Park. Now, the New York Post says about 45 minutes away from the airport. That's a little far.
Yeah.
I would say Tampa International to the Pinellas Walmart is probably 20 minutes.
In traffic.
Yeah, well, probably 20 minutes. So listen to this. As we walked into the Walmart, her phone actually went off with a fraud alert. It said somebody was trying to buy a $700 TV.
What timing?
As they're going to the Walmart, because the Find My AirPods, it took them to the Walmart in Pinellas Park, and then suddenly she gets a fraud alert that somebody is buying a $700 TV, and that's the cretin that stole the purse on the airplane using a credit card.
That is so great.
In her wallet. So Idol, the male wrestler, approaches the thief, tries to talk to him, and recognized him from sitting in their row on the flight.
Oh, man, that's great.
The guy was on their flight.
He was the Midnight Rider.
No.
Masked luchador.
He was the airplane thiefer.
How weird. Sounds like a part of a wrestling story. It's so crazy.
And they have surveillance. And it appears to be, it's like surveillance video or freeze frames from the Walmart security cameras. Did Walmart just give up the footage?
I guess.
That's what it looks like. But is this not nuts? Then this guy Idol says he kind of puts his hands on me and ran through me, coupled with the fact that he stole his stuff. At that point, common sense dictated that law enforcement would think it would be okay to go after him. My intent was not to kill the guy.
Good.
Markova said he tackled the guy like a quarterback sack and held him down.
Speared him.
He wasn't punching. He made sure to do it in the safest possible way, but still stop him.
Yeah, just detain him.
And then the security camera footage at Walmart shows Idol chasing the guy down and tackling him on the ground inside the Walmart. And then the wrestler, this Brian Idol, recalled that the general sentiment inside the Walmart, where everyone in the store, started, speculating what happened, and everyone, this is a scene. I mean, this is a huge scene.
Sure. I've seen a lot of stuff at Walmart. I've never seen a guy get open field tackled.
But this didn't make any local news, did it?
I didn't see it anywhere locally.
Yeah. So the first place I saw this story was in the New York Post, and it's a Pinellas Park local story. This is bonkers. So according to the police report, suspect Kevin Koble, Koble, was detained. He admitted to stealing the purse, which contained $600 in cash and Markova's credit card. He returned the cash and said that the purse had been turned into American Airlines personnel at Tampa International.
So he kept the cash in the cards.
But then Idol and Markova ultimately declined to press charges. Why didn't they press charges? This is a thief. This is like grand theft. $600 cash, the credit card. He's trying to buy a $700 TV. Why didn't they go after this guy? Why didn't they have charges pressed?
I mean, if you're made whole, it's a hassle to press charges.
Go to
court.
You got to do the right thing. You got to go after an individual, because then you think this individual is going to stop here? No, you got to prosecute. You got to go after this individual. But man, this story is just crazy. And like I said, there's like no local reporting on this story.
That's crazy. Of all the things to steal from all the people, professional wrestlers is the wrong one.
They picked the wrong one.
That's right, brother, and I'll see you at Summerfest.
I mean, if I walked up to a professional wrestler and just ripped his bandana off his head.
Are you crazy, brother?
Off, what would he do if he caught me?
Put you in a cross-faced chicken wing.
See? It doesn't pay. I mean, crime doesn't pay in general. Crime really doesn't pay when you try to get professional wrestlers.
Now, when Coop was our producer on the show, remember one of his side gigs was Instacart.
I think that's his primary gig now. He just doesn't want to talk about it.
No, it's not.
So Coop used to work for Instacart. I saw an item regarding Instacart that apparently has just flipped this lady out. This woman was in the middle of a 125 item order. Took the delivery.
Oh, no.
Listen to this. Takes a 125 item Instacart job at the supermarket. Halfway through getting 125 items when the cancellation comes in.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, apparently all she got paid was like some kind of $7 cancellation fee or something. That blows.
That's just a workplace hazard, right? It's just a risk of the job.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I mean, it sucks, but
I guess that is a hazard. Hey, tell me if this is good information or if this is, well, duh. New crime stats in a new study from the university, actually it's Ohio State University. New study, new stats. Ohio State University finds that neighborhoods with higher dog ownership translates to fewer crimes.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So is this like duh, or is this like, hey MJ, I'm glad you gave me this information?
It's duh.
I don't know why it makes sense.
Because they bark.
Well, no, it's common sense that
What don't you understand?
Yeah, I mean, crooks and criminals clearly they want to avoid dogs.
They don't want to get bit by the dog.
Well,
and they don't want to.
Well,
most of the dogs aren't going to bite them. They're just going to look at them.
Both of what Roxanne just said. They don't want to get bitten, and of course, dogs can make a racket and call attention to a burglary into a house. But I just kind of thought that, that's pretty much common sense that crooks want to avoid dogs. And if you have a neighborhood where the dog ownership is very, very high, they say at Ohio State University that the crime statistics are lower.
All right.
So, hey, cops will tell you a lot of times, you get a dog.
What does it say about cat ownership?
Mostly their houses smell.
Now,
and the beauty is the criminal will have cat hair all over him after he's committed the crime, so it's good evidence.
It's only dogs, nothing about cats. Oh, there's a section on gerbils stuff. There's a gerbil section.
Depends what door they break into.
Yeah,
Richard Gere's door.
Come on, that's
second time in 2 days.
You can't bring them up. I will always bring up Richard Gere when you say
too
gerbil.
easy. Come on,
I don't care. It's always there. Line them up.
It's too easy. Hey, I got to play some Martha Stewart audio. I don't know what this is, but like the last week we've had we haven't talked about Martha Stewart in like 2 years, and now we're talking about Martha Stewart twice in I think a week. I kind of like this. Martha Stewart is kind of saying what she means without actually saying it, but it sounds like Martha Stewart is talking to Kris Jenner about her daughters being hoes.
Oh, my God.
What?
All right.
Her's daughter?
Hang on. Let me play the audio here.
Oh, the Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
I was like, Martha's daughters aren't.
No, the Kardashians. Here.
Well, let me just put this a little in context.
Go ahead.
Martha the other day was talking about how she wants to have sex, right?
Well, no. Martha Stewart was talking about how she's attracted to some of her friends' husbands.
She wants to have sex with her friend's husband.
But they're married. And then she said that she would like for the women to die so she would have access to the attractive men that they're married to.
Much better.
What a
ghoul. That's ghoulish thing to say. So now, Martha Stewart, audio chunk number 2, twice in like a week or two here. Here, listen to what Martha Stewart, this is on her podcast, the Martha Stewart podcast. Listen to this.
So how does it feel when your girls are going out and getting pregnant with men who are not their husbands?
Oh my God! What a holier than thou! What do you know?
That's pretty
so
direct.
how do you feel when you're in prison for tax evasion?
Oh!
Wow!
You should have said that.
That's just
well, Martha, they never been in prison.
Wow! Did you just turn your mic off?
No, my microphone fell on it. So my fake microphone, took off my real one.
Here's the whole soundbite, but Martha Stewart in for the kill.
So how does it feel when your girls are going out and getting pregnant with men who are not their husbands?
I know.
You've evolved, haven't you?
I guess so. I get more and more understanding, and I get what this generation, and I have so many generations now in my family, I guess. There's such a big age difference.
You're embracing what's happening in the world.
You have to. I think I've been through so many things
I hate to say this, but Martha Stewart is calling the Kardashians a bunch of,
I think,
she's judging.
She is.
Both parties for old ladies. Remember, they're both older ladies. Handled it pretty well. Martha's like, how do you feel about your daughter hanging around? And then Kris was like, hey, listen, I'm trying to...
She's like, my ex-husband is a woman. I don't know.
I've got much bigger issues.
The generation.
The generation.
The generation of Jenners.
The Kris generation.
You're like, what?
No, but I mean, Martha Stewart kind of going in for the kill here. And then to me, the follow-up is her even like going back from tackling again.
Listen, I wouldn't if I was any of those Kardashians, I wouldn't be marrying those guys either because they're the ones with the money. Like, why are you going to have a baby with them and don't go through the hassle? Because you're probably not going to stay with them because Hollywood marriages don't last anyways. You understand?
Speaking of
everyone's silent.
Speaking of all of the, no, I heard you.
I'll take your word for it.
All right. Speaking of all of the babies that the Kardashians are cranking out of wedlock.
Yes.
This is a perfect
heavens, no.
Oh, out of wedlock.
I mean, we're talking. Listen, big white elephant in the room. Roxanne is out of wedlock children. So
I've never seen a white elephant.
That's right. Yeah, both of Roxanne's kids are illegitimate.
Hold on.
Roxanne Kardashian.
Hold on. A white elephant is like the Christmas exchange gift.
Yeah. What are you doing?
The expression is, let's just address the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
That's true. There's no color to that elephant. There's no racism or privilege associated with that elephant.
But there is a gift exchange.
Right.
Yes, that's right. But we're not giving gifts.
Guys, can we address the purple elephant in the room, please?
Please. You're offending all elephants.
This is a perfect segue. So, and by the way, Roxanne's illegitimate kids are out of wedlock, but they are with your fiance of like 8 years.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure they're legitimate.
So
they're legitimate children.
They're kids with your sort of de facto common law husband at this point already.
You're Stedman, if you will.
But this is you're Stedman.
He needs a mustache.
No, it's not like that. It's really
a
not
bald white Stedman. Yes.
The bald white elephant in the room. All right, here's the deal. Perfect segue. Do you know how much the average baby costs now as far as having it delivered? What does it cost on average to give birth in the United States?
16,000, 12,000.
No, you're close. That's not a bad guess.
Well, she said 16, then she said 12.
I mean, she's way off.
Well, like one would be.
All right, let's play the prices right.
You had a C-section, it might be 16, and then if you do it,
If you choose to get an episiotomy, that's an upcharge, isn't it?
You don't choose to get one of those.
Yeah.
No, hold on a minute. No. Not the episiotomy. I'm talking about the thing where they numb your back. Hold on, what's
that's not episiotomy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Two totally different things.
Epidural. Froggy, did you say epidural?
Yeah, I remember that.
Froggy, who knows nothing, just blurted out epidural.
I don't know what an episiotomy is.
An episiotomy is Google it.
All right, so I'm sorry. I
From the front to the back.
I conflated episiotomy with epidural. Hey, they both start with E. All right,
you know, you're right.
They're
both medical terms. They both start with E.
I just wanted to clarify. Nobody chooses to get that.
Thank you. No, you're 100% right, and that's when I realized.
I'll have episiotomy with my labor.
And then I realized that I mean epidural, not episiotomy. Anyway, but an epidural, that's optional, right? You can choose to get that.
Yeah, if you're a real badass woman and you just want to go through without and feel all those labor pains and contractions, and you don't need it. And I needed both of them.
I think the anesthesiologist, right, that does that, and that would be like an upcharge.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, new study reveals that the cost of giving birth in the United States, on average, $20,000. So hopefully you have the insurance card that is valid. All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show for the week is next, and we got lots of stuff coming up next in our final chunk of the program. Stand by. Camp Rouge and Green. the way, that is the thunder from the lightning that I heard very close to my house last night. And, my wife was out on the back lanai, and she was just doing some Wordle. The dogs are running around out back, and Michelle likes to sit out back. And Scout loves this little rubber squishy face ball. So Michelle will sit on the lanai and just throw the ball, and Scout just will run for an hour just retrieving it, bringing it back.
You got to get one of those sticks.
Yeah.
He picks up the ball and throw it.
Well, loves this little squishy thing. And then this is, the rain is coming, and I was right inside. I was literally on the couch in the living room, and I was, on the other side of the French doors. And I'm just like 6 feet away from Michelle. And it's starting to rain, and the thunder, the lightning, and everything. And I'm trying to think what time this was last night. It was probably maybe 8 o'clock. We had a bunch of waves of rain yesterday. It just kept coming. It was like in the afternoon, then it would stop. So we had like 3 waves of nasty weather yesterday.
But the worst part hit like at 7:30.
I think it was in
7 o'clock.
It was in that vicinity because I was getting ready to take the dogs out for the walk because I was a little late yesterday, and I'm like, oh my, I can't go. I checked the radar, and I got giant splotches of tomato red radar blobs coming my way. I'm like, I can't go. And within a few minutes, we get nailed, and there was I saw a flash. And I'm pretty sure we had a couple of lightning strikes in my neighborhood because, one, I was looking out when it happened, and it appeared to be within 100 or 200 yards of my house. And again, I saw not only the whitish, bluish flash, but also I saw what appeared to be like a streak of like orange fire as well that was like over the top of a house near my neighborhood, in my neighborhood. And it was the kind of lightning where the flash happens and then immediately, you get the thunder. So it's right on top of you. And then I find out this morning, Roxanne found the story, local news showing that a house was struck and was on fire not far from where I live.
So that could have been what you saw.
Where did you send me this? Where's the story? Did you text that?
I text you a photo, but I emailed it to your email account.
All right, here it is. Here's the story. Tampa Fire Rescue responds to home apparently struck by lightning. This is Channel 10 story. Yep, here we go. Tampa Fire and Rescue responded to a call of a house fire Thursday evening. Neighbors said at the height of the weather that rolled through the Tampa Bay area, they heard an explosion nearby, and then shortly after saw smoke coming from the house.
That was an explosion.
Yeah. Fire officials responded to West Sylvan Ramble Street and were able to get the fire under control. The homeowners were not home at the time of the lightning strike. And I'm looking at a picture that must have been taken by, it was taken by Tampa Fire Rescue. And this home is on fire. I mean, the roof is on fire. The Tampa Fire Department came, so they're not going to let the bleeping thing burn. All right. They were not home at the time, so that's a good thing. Or, I don't know, could it be a bad thing that if you're struck, you might have been able to maybe jump and put a fire out quicker if that's the case. But, folks, this is not far from where I live. This is in South Tampa, and we just got nailed again. It was sort of like 8 o'clock-ish, somewhere in that vicinity. Hour. And we just got hammered. We had wind, rain. We had a couple of inches of rain at my house yesterday in South Tampa. There's no doubt about it. But I'm looking again, the house on fire got struck by lightning, and it had to have been at the time that I saw all this lightning. And there's another bolt, the one that I was just describing, that was, closer to my house. But I thought maybe something got struck a couple of streets over when I saw that lightning bolt. So nasty stuff. Hey, I've got an economics question here on a couple of fronts. I saw that Costco is raising prices on a bunch of their food court items. Did you see this? So Costco is raising prices on their soft drinks, Fester.
Yes.
Their raising prices on their chicken bake. What the hell's a chicken bake at Costco?
I think it's like a pre-made sandwich.
Is that what it is? The chicken bake is now $1 more than in June. The price of soda is up by 10 cents from 59 cents to 69 cents.
As long as they're not going to charge us for samples, because that's our Saturday lunchtime meal.
I'm guessing what the rotisserie chickens, are they still the same at like what, $4.99 or something?
So rotisserie chickens are going to stay at $5,
but
just under.
But here's the point. So we're seeing that Costco is raising the prices on numerous food court items. However, the $1.50 Costco hot dog combo apparently is defying all inflationary pressures.
That's because they eat that.
That's the lost leader right there.
That's staying the same. They're not raising the price on the hot dog combo.
They never will.
Now, what's in the combo? So it's the hot dog plus the soda, right?
That's it. Hot dog and a 20-ounce soda.
loves that.
It is. I'll tell you right now. I think it's one of the best hot dogs. Costco, Sam's Club, the all beef
Did you
hot
see my
dog
dad eating one out there?
Yeah, I hadn't seen Big Phil in years, and he and I meet at the Costco. We're both big spenders, getting the $1.50 lunch.
They're good though.
They are great.
And they're
hot dogs.
big.
Let me tell you, I used to be a Sam's Club guy more frequently, but then they closed the Sam's Club in South Tampa, just south of Gandy. I mean, why'd they do that?
To piss you off.
Well, they did, obviously.
It was part of their strategy for the next quarter.
Now, there was a time I had Sam's Club membership plus a Costco membership. I've never had a BJ's membership, but listen, BJ's is a great place too.
Sure.
BJ's right there in the same warehouse club situation. But
I love BJ's.
So Sam's Club was probably my more frequent stop, and now I've got Costco that I go to now because they closed the Sam's Club. But the confession I'd like to make is I've never gone to the food courts of any of these places.
You don't know what you're missing.
See, that's the thing I'm trying to talk about here is I buy whatever items I need at Costco. Like I'm big on buying. I love like the 3-pound bags of dried, unsweetened, natural mangoes.
Oh, that's your thing.
Yeah, they don't sell that crap at the food court. Okay.
I like. There's certain things I like them. Like for instance, we juice up. We enhance or lace our dog's food with
meth.
No. Oh. You know the 6-pack of like the chunk white chicken that they sell?
Yeah.
You know, the chicken can and the liquid. So we buy those like, I don't know, half a dozen at a time to kind of put some chicken chunks.
You have never had a wholesale club hot dog.
I have not. So that's what I'm pointing out here.
It's a good dog.
Is I like these warehouse clubs. I've been to them. I probably go to Costco once a month. The one up in what do you call that area? Up in like Sheldon Road.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
Yep, the West Chase area.
Yeah, West Chase.
Across
Yeah.
West Chase.
So I go to that Costco. Yeah, Ford's Garage is right in the hood over there as well. But I don't go to the food court. And I knew Fester was going to say, you're missing out on the best stuff.
There is not a finer meal in town for $1.50.
Even the cart, some of those places have the hot dog cart.
You get the hot dog and you get the drink. It's not like, there's a couple of good burgers in the $1.50 range, but nothing that gives you the drink. For a drink and a hot dog, Sam's Club's the way to go.
Guess I'm missing out.
It's filling.
Why don't you call me next time you're going to Costco? I'll meet you there.
For a $1.50 hot dog combo?
Well, you're going to go shopping anyway. I'll meet you there.
All right.
We'll Instagram live it.
There you go. Me eating my first food court hot dog at Costco.
Oh,
and then just get there with like 2 miles left to go on your car, and then you can go fill up at the Costco gas station
That's
there.
right.
Costco has raised prices on food court items. However, the hot dog combo is still $1.50. Still keeping it the same. And then speaking of inflation, and this really hits, and people know exactly what I'm talking about here. Do you know that the average American household is spending almost $500 a month more per month now than they were this time last year?
I believe it.
This is crazy. Brand new numbers out Wednesday with, the inflation up 9.1%, wholesale inflation up even more, over 11%. But the average household is now spending an extra $493 a month over what they were spending the previous year.
Yeah,
So
I think I feel every penny of it in our household.
I think most people do.
Yeah.
You know, everything is costing more. You know, gas is starting to trickle down a little bit, but everything else isn't. And food costs certainly will hammer you. Electricity prices, everything's, going through the roof. We got to roll. I think that's about it. Anything else before we get out of here, guys? Weekend, speak now, forever hold your peace.
SharkCon.
That's right. Yeah, I got to figure out whether I'm going to SharkCon. I think I might do a Hillsborough County ride-along with the sheriff's office tomorrow. So I might go to SharkCon maybe on Sunday.
Or how long do those last?
SharkCon?
No.
The ride-alongs last as long. Well, they're out on 12-hour shifts, but the ride-along can last as long as I want to. I want to stay 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Or whatever.
Until the cop is like, God, I wish this guy would leave.
Yeah, it lasts until the cop's like, all right, I'm tired of you. I'm just dropping you off here.
Did you say it was like 8 hours last time? That's outrageous.
All right, we're going to wrap this sucker up. Hey, before we go, let's talk about Safe Touch Home Security. Now, if you do not have an alarm system, if you don't have the Safe Touch technology protecting your home, your